earrings, bracelets and necklaces. If you prefer to simply have a go, then check out our starter kits. They contain everything you need, including instructions, tools, gemstones and clasps, allowing you to create your very first jewellery pieces. You can either watch the video tutorial or follow the step-by-step instructions to give you plenty of inspiration. We also have an array of beginners workshops that you can attend here at our studios and join our experienced designers and get a taste for this fabulous hobby. We will guide you through the basics to get you started making your own beautiful jewellery. Everyone is welcome in the jewellery making family, so start your jewellery making journey today.
Good morning, jewellery makers. How are you? And happy Easter! I'm surrounded by daffodils and Easter eggs and chicks. And Linda Bromwell. Happy Easter, Linda.
Happy Easter to you too, and happy Easter to you too.
Yes, what a lovely, lovely time of year this is.
It's absolutely beautiful, and the weather's glorious at the minute with the sunshine.
Yes, fingers crossed it stays that way. Fingers crossed. I love Easter. I think Easter is it's one of my favourite times of the year.
I think it's the first holiday after Christmas, isn't it? That people think, you know, you've got that extra couple of days to relax.
Yeah.
We get the sort of a couple of days really.
Yeah.
And it's the lawn mowing season.
Oh, do you know what? That's really funny because I was actually saying to Tom last night, he's away, he's been away, and I was like, can you cut the grass when you get home, please, darling? He's like, oh, so you missed me then?
Yeah, it's glorious.
You missed me.
Don't you love the smell of the first mow?
Love it, love it. We've got so much to bring you. We've got incredible Easter deals coming your way. Don't forget, we've also got competitions, designer inspiration with the wonderful Linda, brand new ins. Let's just say there is so much that this morning in the preparation for today's show, I was like, okay, so what should I headline? Is there anything that I should be headlining? Just stay tuned because it's throughout the entirety of the morning. So if you're planning on going anywhere, maybe go a little bit later, you know, much later, much later on. Let's get some text messages in as well. We'd love to hear from you. You're going to have the opportunity, don't forget, to win all the jewellery that lovely Linda has created for you. I'll give you more information about that during those designated hours, so you get a chance to win these wonderful pieces that our lovely Linda has created. So exciting, super exciting. And of course, incredible Easter deals. Now, apologies if I sound a little bit... Tom keeps calling me Muttley. Do I sound like Muttley? Catch the pigeon, catch the pigeon. Well, he was making me laugh the other day, and I did sound a bit like Muttley. You know, like that. And he was like, what's with the Muttley laugh? But yes, I sound worse than I feel. Shall we get cracking? Shall we start as we mean to go on? I think we should. Now, these are a reorder. I had the honour and privilege of launching them first time round, and my eyes could not quite believe what we were doing. Bring the graphics in straight away. This is a pack of 3 strands of diamonds, but within those 3, and just for a second, you know, not to be insulting or derogatory to the black diamonds or the silver diamonds, I'm going to say silver because they're not grey, they're silver. I want to focus on the fact that you have got the rarest natural coloured fancy diamond in the world available in this pack of 3. In its natural form, green diamonds are the rarest, referred to gemologically as fancy diamonds. So, I'm absolutely stunned, amazed even, that I'm going to just put this one on the back of my hand for the time being. Don't worry, we'll bring the others there. But, I mean, these are not diamonds which are closed in colour. Let me explain what that means for those that don't know. When you're talking fancy diamonds, you want to have an openness of colour, an energy, a vivacity. Think about the Hope diamond. Think about all of those famous coloured diamonds out there. You want to have a vivacity, and we refer to it as openness. So not so heavily included, not so dark that it then becomes, you know, bordering on colourless, and it doesn't have that obviously colour palette there. You want it to have that openness so you can really determine that saturation, but also determine the sparkle, the scintillation, the lustre, all of the above. I'm so absolutely stunned for the second time. I can remember launching it was just before Christmas, I believe. I remember launching these green diamonds. It was in a pack like this, sold out pretty much instantaneously, and I said exactly the same words. The fact that you have got the rarest natural coloured diamond in this pack. Now, yes, these have undergone a little bit of heat treatment. Many gemologists would actually refer to heat treatment as the norm, not necessarily it's not changing the gemstone in any way, shape or form, so therefore not necessarily a treatment of gemstone. So I'm absolutely stunned that you have got green diamonds which aren't, you know, they're not so dark that they're almost rainforest green. These have got that perfect depth of colour. Don't you agree? Then you've also got your black diamonds, faceted by Mother Nature with all of that wonderful sparkle. I mean, look at this for a combination. What a start to Easter Saturday. And then last but by no means least, your silver diamonds here. Can you imagine just a trilogy, just taking one diamond from each of those strands and creating a beautiful trilogy design? Maybe, in my opinion, making that green diamond the centre stage. I mean, we only have to ask ourselves this question. How often do we see green diamonds? Do we see them on the high street in most jewellery retailers? No, we don't, do we? Because they are exceedingly rare. Susan in Cambridgeshire, I have black and grey diamonds and they are stunning in daylight. Yeah, I bet they are. They've got that beautiful glisten, haven't they? Because obviously when it comes to your fancy diamonds, it's very, very rare to actually see clarity or diaphanity. So the sparkle comes from the exterior of the gemstone, and yet within these you're still seeing there's so much sparkle there. The colour is absolutely, I'm going to say it, perfect. I think that green diamond strand is absolutely perfect. Already collectors on the phone lines. Now I know where this is going to. For 30 carats times, hang on, how many carats is this? 30 carats. Yeah, 30 carats of diamond. 30 carats, Linda.
That's amazing, isn't it? And they are stunning.
I mean, green diamonds.
I know. It's the first time I know. I think did you just say you launched them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see the show, but it's the first time I've seen them in the flesh, as it were, and they are stunning and they're very sizable.
They are, aren't they? Really, really sizable, which is so incredibly, well, it's rare, the colour, as you said, the size, the openness of colour. I can't stress that enough. I mean, every time I've seen green diamonds in the past, they're almost bordering on, you know, really, really velvety Moldavite green, if you like. What you want, ideally, is an intensity like this, and you certainly wouldn't connect that price tag to the quality of just one of these. For the green diamonds alone, I would be more than comfortable to invest not just $49.95, but, you know, I'm going to say it, double that, 3 times that price tag for that one strand. I'm not allowed to say what I think this will be valued at, but I would encourage you to do your research. Firstly, just tap into your search engine site if you've got web access, and see green diamonds. Have a look at fancy diamonds out there, and you'll see the similarities of colour, just how exciting this is. You can't compare it to anything else, can you?
No, I don't think you can, to be truthful. And I've said the last 2 or 3 shows I've done that at the moment I'm really heavily into what I term my rough cut gemstones. Yeah. I find them incredibly attractive gemstones to work with. I love the whole thing about them, the story and everything about them. And I was doing a workshop yesterday, and I was introducing a few of the rough cuts to the ladies on the workshop, and they agreed that it was just so nice to see them at that stage. But with the diamonds, we can move on from that stage, because these are really sparkling. They are most definitely diamonds. unmistakably so, just from the sort of scintillation of them.
Yeah, I mean it's all there, isn't it?
Yeah,
and then some. Wait till you get it home, because it's only going to get better. I'll leave those final 3 with you. We'll recap it a little bit later on in the show. I really love this next opportunity. In fact, I said just before we came live, I actually said, oh, I love these charms. They're so adorable. Who's a hopeless romantic? Lauren is. I am. Brummy, come on, you've got to be.
I am.
I was going to say, you've got to be a
Yeah,
romantic.
yeah. Why?
I don't know, you strike me as a romantic lady.
I am actually. I cry easily.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Particularly at happy events.
Yes,
I'm
definitely.
a crier at happy events, more so than sad events.
Last night I was watching the end of a series, Lucky Man, that I've been watching.
I've been watching that.
Yeah, and last night I just cried, broken heart. My husband looked at me and said, "You're daft, you are." I said,
Wasn't that good?
Yes.
Loved it. I love James Nesbitt as well.
Me.
You're going to adore these. You're going to absolutely adore these. I'm saying romance, but you know, it can also be friends. They're just lovely. You've got 5 little charms here, even down to her little ponytail, bless her little cottons. They're adorable. I want to buy them as well, because they're low in stock though, Kim has just told me. So aren't they adorable?
Immediately you get something conjures up in your mind.
It does.
Yeah, but it immediately does, and it shrieks romance, doesn't it?
Look at her kissing him.
Oh, it's beautiful.
She's even got the perfect little, you know, the leaning forward. You know when you see sort of little toddlers, like, you know, where the little girl usually is kissing the boy, or the boy's running around on a dance floor or something like that at a wedding. And
don't you just think silhouettes are romantic anyway?
Yeah, absolutely. I love these, and you're getting 5.
Oh, wow.
You're getting 5 of them. 5 charms.
What a way to start off a charm bracelet for a little one.
Exactly. But then at the same time, I'm 37 and I put this on my charm bracelet.
Me, definitely.
I love it. And do you know what? I think it would probably be the one charm that makes me smile the most.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It just conjures up all sorts of emotions, doesn't it?
Adorable. That's the word for these, I think. Just really, really adorable. And again, you can imagine these in, even in interior decor and things like that, can't you?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Just a couple little details.
Yeah. When I first sort of saw them on the screen here, knowing that there are 5 of them, I would definitely do the one on a chain, the one on a bracelet, and the earrings, and I'd have one left over, obviously. Yeah. But that's initially what I thought about.
A lovely little suite, and that would be so simple.
Yeah.
So great for our newcomers to jewellery making. So those of you that are just starting off, just simply attach a jump ring and a pair of shepherd hook earrings or a chain, and you're away.
Oh, gorgeous.
I'd pay that for one. These are solid 925 sterling silver.
I would easily pay that. I'd pay double that for one.
Yeah,
just because of the they're sterling silver, but they're so charming. Excuse the pun.
They are.
Yeah, they really are charming, aren't they?
I love words like that. Charming, adorable.
There's everything positive about that charm.
Yeah.
Everything nice.
It is lovely, isn't it? Nice, lovely, all the sweet words out there right now. This is just beautiful. Maybe you know someone that's just got that's just, I don't know, in a new relationship or something like that. Somebody that's, well, just marked an anniversary, or maybe you just know someone that's in a really lovely relationship, or yourself. Or maybe you just love them as much as we do, just for no reason. You think they're adorable.
Absolutely.
You don't really need to have a reason, do you? I love a little ponytail, and the way she's doing that. You know, when you see little girls and they kiss and they go.
Yeah. My twin granddaughters do that to order, and it's beautiful. And the one has got long blonde hair and a little ponytail. That silhouette sort of reminds me. Is it the cartoon Snoopy, the little girl in it? That's what it reminds me of.
It does actually, yeah, I totally see what you mean, a little bit like Snoopy. Beautiful. Grandmaster Can, if there's one of these remaining, I'm getting it.
Yeah, I'm me.
And Linda, yeah. I need to move on. Congratulations. Moving on to... Right. Ooh, the bags. There are only 63 of these available, by the way. And they sell like hotcakes. quite literally. There are anti-tarnish bags. Now they come in this beautiful copper colour, and they are kind of impregnated with some non-toxic substances, I suppose, which preserve the beauty of your 925 sterling silver, whether they be finished items of jewellery or whether they be your findings. Our jewellery makers, those that do, we're going to have to bring the price in, yeah, loads of people already on the phone, and you are getting 20. Always multi-buy on these because they don't come on your screens very often. Gosh, it's busy. Busy. £6.95 for 20 bags. I mean, they are sizable as well, aren't they? Shall I just quickly open one? I think I need to, don't I? Just because they are very quickly, because there's loads of you there. I mean, they store a lot, don't they, Linda? You can really put some substantial pieces of jewellery or findings within these. Oh, isn't it? When you know you've got to be quick, you can never be quick.
Exactly.
Lots of multi-buyers. So this is what it's like on the back. So you've got that golden colour. And then if I turn it round, you can actually see what's within. So you can actually see the content, and you've got those zip resealable bags there. Gosh. Good morning, jewellery makers. Nice to have your company. We're very busy today, Linda. I'm not surprised by that. Lots of you get grabbing your Easter deals. And of course, inspiration. I mean, I always say it, but preservation is better than... hang on. Preservation is better than cure.
True.
That's not the words I always say.
No, I know, but I get the gist of it, yeah.
Prevention is better than cure.
It.
That's what I always say.
That's it. So if you prevent the tarnishing happening, it's
yes.
much better to do that rather than let the tarnish happen, then cure it, because it will tarnish again.
You always
quickly.
have to do it then,
yes.
don't you? Once you've cleaned a piece of jewellery with whatever it is, silver cloth, silver dip, whatever, then unfortunately you're going to have to continue doing that. It's fine, it's done very quickly, but personally I would rather not have to do it in the first place. So prevention is better than cure without question. £6.95 only for your 20 bags. Good morning, Lanarkshire, Lindsay, Margaret, Sheila, Marcia, Judith, hello to you. Fleur is with us in the West Midlands. I wonder if that's our Fleur. Jennifer and Dorothy and Carol and Wendy and Susan and Sally and others. Oh gosh, I can't read everybody's name. I'll be here all day. Looking like it is going to be a sellout. Well done. I've got coming up... I know where it is. I've spotted it. Is it these beautifully faceted? Limited in stock though. Can you imagine these? Because they're the little micro-faceted gemstones with those charms.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Literally just on a bracelet with the one charm on. Absolutely beautiful.
So beautiful. It's a long strand as well. Just show you the quality of the gemstones so you can see up close. There's wonderful clarity and a beautiful intensity, but it's a 30cm strand, so it's really, really substantial and long, and of course a wonderful graduation as well. But you'll notice even the ones at the end are not teeny weeny, but a perfect size. Where I'm thinking, if you've got one of those lovely, those adorable charms, then this is going to go beautifully with that. Peridot, of course, is a natural gemstone. It's idiochromatic. It gains its colour from the chemicals that are present within the gemstone's formation. In this case, it's iron. You're looking for a beautiful chartreuse green. The more chartreuse those colours are, the more desirable it is, the more clarity that you have within a peridot, obviously the more valuable it is also. Now, low in stock, I haven't got a huge quantity. I'd be thinking straight away this, just restrand it in a simple beading thread maybe, and one of your charms attached to it, and you've got something which would absolutely be adored by anybody that you gifted it to, by yourself maybe, or if you were to sell your jewellery, I would certainly be at the front of the queue wanting to get hold of it as well. It's a really cheerful gemstone, peridot, and also August birthstone for those of you that are August babies, or maybe know somebody that is an August baby. 30 centimetres, beautifully colour matched. Low in stock. Hang on a minute. £6.95 for Peridot. This is not one of those, 15 centimetre strands. It's a long strand of Peridot. It's not a lot we can say to that, Linda,
no,
is there?
I'm trying to think of what I can say, but it might sound a bit sort of crass, whatever I say, because basically it's a bit ridiculous.
It is, isn't it? I mean, I do think Peridot is very much an Easter spring-like colour.
Well, very much so. I mean, you look at the daffodils in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just that, or in a gemstone, isn't it?
What's even more ridiculous, Kim?
Never.
Have you had your Easter eggs yet? You're not blaming this on chocolate? £5.95. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You'd just be adding it to your order, wouldn't you? Look at the quality. I mean, there's no black marks within these. We're right up close and personal.
Yeah, that was the point I was about to make, because the Peridot at the moment is coming out quite included,
exactly,
isn't it, from the mines at the minute. So this is just so perfect in clarity.
Well, what you're looking at on your screen right now is, strictly speaking, coloured gemstones you don't look at under magnification. It's diamonds that you do with a loop. So you're seeing, more closely in greater depths than I can actually see, right, with this strand before me, because we're actually under magnification. And you can see just how beautifully, internally flawless they are. £5.95 only. I'd be adding it to my order, no questions about that. And Linda's absolutely right to point out the fact that what is currently coming out of the mines is very heavily included. It's not unusual to find big black marks in Peridot. That's fine, characteristics. It's all down to your personal preference, what you like. But in terms of gemologically speaking, the more valuable, the more sought after, is the beautiful clarity like this. And yet, we're just at £5.95. Grab it whilst you can. Well done, and a very good morning. Happy Easter to you. Shall we team this up with some silver pearls? Right. Kim's telling me, on and gone. That tells me that this is going to be an amazing deal. Have we got quantity? Just under 50. Wow. You need to be quick on those phone lines. Oh, I love the pink pearlescence that you're getting across these. Gosh. Of course, Baroque pearls with their fantastic organic shapes.
I think they're the silveriest pearls I've ever seen.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, because normally silver pearls are sort of quite a dull silver, a grey silver.
Almost blue.
But these are silver.
They are,
They're
aren't
beautiful.
they? I totally get what you mean there.
Wow.
There's a definite colour to these, but yeah, you've got that lovely pink secondary hue coming through as well, haven't you, from the pearlescence?
Look at that,
and Paraiba blues and greens. Wow, on and gone, Kim says to me, because the deal is going to be ridiculous. Her words.
Yeah, wow.
You know when you think, I haven't got a job. I haven't got a job. This is a privilege.
Totally. I bought a bottle of nail varnish yesterday and it cost me twice that.
Yes.
Okay, it was a fairly posh make, but it cost me twice that.
Well, even if you go for the sort of stuff you find in the supermarkets, you're looking at about a £5, aren't you? Because funny enough, I bought some the other day as well, and you're talking about a £5.
Yeah.
Which dries out, if you're me, it does anyway. Not genuine gemstones, not genuine pearls of this size, 9 by 7 millimetres. At £4.95. It's a good question that Mike, my director, has just said. How do we do it? It's all down to our buying power, the quantities that we can buy, the fact that we do travel to different locations. But I totally concur with what Linda was saying. These are the silveriest silver pearls.
They are. They are. I've not seen a silver pearl that silver ever here before. That's a first for me.
Yeah. Because sometimes they're a bit baby blue, aren't they?
And I think that particular pearl, okay, just restranded, it'll look glorious. But that particular pearl, because of the real silver, just one on a silver chain, is going to be absolutely beautiful.
Really incredible. And again, with those charms.
Yes.
I might have some Tanzanite coming up later on. Oh my goodness, I've just had a thought. Linda, what about with our new Labradorite? Have you seen those shapes? Have you seen the shapes?
No! Wow!
I'm going to give you a little sneaky peek, everybody at home.
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Wait till you see these. It's going to be a sneaky peek because they're coming up a little bit later on.
Gosh, they're beautiful.
Aren't they amazing?
They are amazing.
Sneaky peek, there we go. Had to give that's all you're getting, just because otherwise we're going to have loads of people messaging in through that for that as well. Well done. Moving on though, because we have got this one. Have you seen this before?
I've seen it, but I haven't used it yet.
Oh, now this is, I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to really, right, what would you do with this beautiful ring mount?
Well, you can see those little holes that are at the side. Obviously, you can use, I would use a sterling silver wire.
So you can wire weave?
Yes.
So, yeah, because there's holes, aren't they, on top and the bottom?
Yeah. You can wire weave, or you could actually make that into sort of a very exclusive looking cocktail ring, because you could head pin loads and loads and loads of them in, couldn't you? And make a really different looking cocktail ring.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
I have to be careful, because I am going to make a complete, blatant, direct comparison.
Okay.
So I have to be careful what I say. I used to sell a certain type of Italian jewellery which moved. Had a lot of movement in there. Could have been Chopard, could have been Piaget, or it could have been Chanel. Actually, all of the above.
Yeah.
And they used to commission a ring very similar to this.
Yeah, I was watching a program the other night. Two guys, two brothers that are I don't know. A lot of people probably caught the program, but they were making rings for men with a similar structure to that.
That's a really nice idea as well, isn't it? I've never seen anything like it here at Jewellery Maker, but yeah, we are really stepping into the world of high-end Italian jewellery here. And of course then, you add your wonderful skill, or not, because I'd wear it like it is. I think it looks lovely as it is as well. Yeah, you could do a cage weave very easily as well, because you've got that you've got the structure.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to buckle, or one of the things I really struggle with wire weaving is keeping that consistency of thickness across the entirety of the weave.
Yes.
You
yeah, I see
have
what
that.
you mean. I mean, also moving on from, you know, sometimes we perceive a certain, that sort of comes under the lid of findings, doesn't it?
Yes.
Really, that. So we have a perception of a finding for a particular thing, but for me, I'd like to bead it up and use it as a little pendant drop.
I was thinking pendant.
You know, so that it just drops slightly as like a little barrel shape, and that. There's a lot you can do. You can obviously dangle from it because the holes are either end, aren't they, as well?
It kind of reminds me of a circus drum.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that, like, because I can remember going into a really lovely interior design shop in my local town, and they were selling as coffee tables old school drums, you know, the ones which are hand painted and everything. And I was like, oh gosh, their ace looks so beautiful. But I can imagine sort of using some coloured silver wire or something like that.
There's a lot, if you just sort of sit and look at it and think about it, there's a myriad of different ways that you can use it.
Again, charm.
Yes.
It's not too big that it can't be a charm. We've got a text message from Susan in Cambridgeshire. Would the diamond chips fit in this item, please? Yes.
Yes.
Definitely, definitely would. In fact, I'll hold them next to the drum itself.
You know, that would look stunning if you wired either end and then threaded the diamonds onto the wire and basically filled that inner with the diamond. Can you imagine? And filled it with all three colours.
Incredible.
So that you've got that different hues going on in there. It would look absolutely, and it's so unusual. I bet there isn't anything like it out there.
I've not seen anything like this before here at Jewellery Maker. And I did make a blatant comparison because one of the jewellery establishments that I used to work for, they commissioned, and I'm going back a few years now, I have to bring that price in because lots of you are getting involved. That's a lot of sterling silver there. And again, just attach a simple bail and wear it like so. I think that's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very
and again, giving you the ability to create movement with your designs as well. $14.95 only. Fabulous. Love it. Well done. Again, I want to buy it too. In fact, I want to buy a good few. I need to move on. Need to move on because I've got loads to bring you throughout the course of the morning. Now, Maybe you don't want to work with the silver, but you still want to create wonderful rings like what you've just seen. I've got a big quantity opportunity here. These are your adjustable rings. Now, I'll try not to get on my soapbox, and every time I bring these, I always start going on about, oh, why are adjustable rings? Most of the adjustable rings out there got those horrible teeth. I always talk about it, Linda, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Every single time.
Yeah, you do.
Our adjustable rings, you don't have those ugly teeth. You've got a simple finish. So it's not going to catch on your clothes or your tights. It's not going to pull half your hair out your head, which does happen, doesn't it? You know, with certain adjustable rings. You've just got a simple finish, and also you can see that it is made to last. You're getting 10 of these with those little jump rings on the top, perfect for channel setting. So you could put your gemstones in between if you wanted to, or we were talking about movement, Chopard, Piaget, Cartier, sort of a good friend of ours as well, Glenn Lehrer, all use not just gemstones, beautiful gemstones, but the art of movement and incorporating that into gemstones, two things that go hand in hand absolutely perfectly, because it's going to encourage trichroism and pleochroism and things like that out of the gemstone pearlescence with the pearls that you just saw. Now we have got a big quantity. It's key for me to mention as well, Linda, that these aren't just rings.
Exactly. Again, you know, sort of think outside the box a little bit. And you could use them from pendants. You've got the fixing point there with the loops. You could cover the loop then with little the skinny little head pins and the diamonds again, using the sterling silver skinny head pins.
Absolutely. Yeah, earrings, anything really. You can do anything with these, can't you?
Yeah.
All 10, not just the one I'm holding. You're getting the all 10 for just, check this price out. Dial. I mean, these are some of the most incredibly easy pieces of jewellery that you could create.
Yeah, and because they're you can make them smaller or larger, then the sort of stacker ring look as well.
I love that look as well. Yeah. Well, as Gemporia have just done a sort of look on their ad campaign, you know, where there's a lady with loads of emeralds on, and she's got wearing them sort of halfway up the finger, some down. It's really beautiful ad campaign that they've actually just designed. I love it. I think my favourite actually.
Yes.
I've seen of Gemporia. But yeah, if you actually twist them and adjust them like so you can make them smaller, you can make them larger, and by the way, once you've done it, you can also pull them out again. You're not just fixed. Yeah, you can wear them as midi rings like this. You can stack them up, and of course, it means you're catering for all different sizes out there.
Absolutely, and also you can open them out and fix them to a bangle. Yep. Or to chain.
Yes, exactly. Sort of. Can I do that with this one? And I am literally doing it on air. But if I opened it out, I would take a little bit more time than what I've just done. You can make kind of like identity bracelets.
Yeah,
can't you?
exactly. You just need to, if you've got the Dremel or something like that, to put the little hole fixing in there.
£3.95 only.
Yes, it's a giveaway.
Well done, everybody. Do stay where you are. Check out though as soon as you possibly can. We have got quantity. But there's lots of you on the phone lines as well. So incredible. Moving on. So much to bring today. Oh, you know we had that charm earlier on, Linda?
Yes.
Oh no, that's not what I've got in box 10. I can't wait to do that though. I'm keeping that here. Yeah. No, not there. Let me have a look here. No. Ooh. Is it one of these? Oh, got it. Amelia's found it. Well done. Thanks, Amelia. That was number 13, by the way. Okay. Do you remember that Tanzanite bracelet that you did?
Yes.
Can you remember it being the most amazing round brilliant cut?
I can, yeah. Oh, I can remember as if it was like 2 minutes ago, yes.
How about we bring something which is probably double the size?
Really?
Double the
please.
size. This is absolutely incredible. You're getting your sterling silver. I'm going to tip them all out for you as well. I'm so excited about this. I have to show you the size.
Oh, gosh, that's enormous.
Oh, and the quality of the Tanzanite as well. Round brilliant cut not only is one of the rarest cuts of Tanzanite, because it's an orthorhombic gemstone, it does favour to have one elongated axis. I'm not going to get too much into that, but if you've ever noticed, or maybe now you're sort of realising, oh yeah, don't see round brilliant cut Tanzanite every single day, that's why. But my goodness, this is huge. 8mm round. I mean, that's way, way, way above the standard calibration.
I'm looking at the carat weight.
Yeah, almost 2 carats.
Gosh.
Already, lots of people with it in their baskets. I mean, Linda, all of that sterling silver, obviously, which is fantastic, but look at the beauty of this Tanzanite.
It's absolutely glorious. Absolutely.
It is, what, double the size of the one? Must be.
Well, I think it was about 33 points.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was about 33
Well, I must admit,
points
I thought it was bigger than that.
Yeah, I think it was around about
But
33.
this is almost 2 carats.
Yeah.
How many people can say on this planet that they own a 2 carat? I mean, okay, sorry, 1.95, I'll be exact, be specific. How many people on this planet can say that they own, of this quality and this grade, because I am going to say graded Tanzanite, because it is, surely. You've got wonderful diaphanity, you've got beautiful trichroism, you've got exceptional faceting, and you have got depth of colour, without doubt. It is going to sell out today. I've just literally showed you the one component, but obviously it comes with the chains which you attach either side, your lobster claw, you've got the jump rings there, and should you want to, the actual heart charm. 10 pieces of precious sterling silver and the most amazing Tanzanite solitaire for what? I bet, I'm sorry, forgive my... That was a little bit rude of me. What?
Yeah, right response though.
Gosh. Okay, again, there are certain places where you can buy loose, faceted, calibrated gemstones, yeah? On the web, there's loads of locations. I highly doubt that you would be able to purchase a 1.95 carat Tanzanite without any sterling silver for £27.95. Would you agree, Linda?
I would agree, and I can agree from sort of experience, because my daughter's friend who's getting married on Easter Monday, we got a Tanzanite engagement ring from Gemporia for her last year. And this was 3 figures, the first one starting with 5, okay? And it was 1.25 carats. Obviously, it was set in white gold.
Yeah.
But that's sort of a comparison, isn't it?
Amazing deal. Yeah, absolutely. That's the kind of price points that I expect with Tanzanite of this quality. Well done. It is going to sell out, needless to say. It's massively over allocated. Kim's informing me. She's saying, Elle, I've got more in baskets than we've actually got in stock. So if it's not you, it's going to be in the hands of another absolute connoisseur and collector there. There's 2 remaining, 1 remaining. Gone. There we go. It was always going to go, wasn't it, Linda?
Absolutely.
Always going to sell out that. Okay, moving on. I know it. 2. Oh, this is beautiful. I've never seen this before either. Kim, have you been...
She's been in that cupboard.
In the secret cupboard again? Oh, this is fab. They've got little... Again, it reminds me of Chopard. Sorry, Chanel. Could be Piaget. It does remind me of that brand. It looks like the floating diamonds.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Doesn't it look
diamonds?
Like, yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen the floating diamonds by Chopard?
Yeah.
If you research it, it kind of reminds me of that.
Yes, it does.
I've actually got a watch which I bought from Gemporia, which is Peridot and Topaz, and they've got floating gemstones like this. They kind of move around, migrate within the actual dial itself. This is beautiful. Mother of pearl dial. And all of those lovely, what do you see, butterflies?
I see butterflies. Yeah, I definitely see butterflies.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Lovely butterflies, and then you've got those connectors, which means you can wear it with a gemstone strap.
Oh, absolutely. And because those connectors are so generous, I would definitely drop one of the charms, the little boy, little girl charms.
Yes.
As well there, because that would look so beautiful. It would just sit on the wrist in a perfect place.
So elegant, this,
Yeah.
isn't it? Really beautifully elegant. Now, of course, it is stainless steel with your mother of pearl, so you're going to get that beautiful pearlescence, the play of light. You could add the 3 strands of diamonds onto this watch. Yeah, can you imagine?
Wow.
And then I still think you'd be way more affordable than what certain establishments would be bringing you a mother of pearl watch of this beauty. 32 centimetres, so as well, you'll notice that the dial is substantial, so anybody that has issues with sight maybe, or does like a bigger dial, I do. I like a dial to be quite substantial. I don't know why, I prefer something a little bit more substantial than something which is too dainty as a timepiece. Well, this is going to be right up your street. I won't get too technical. Now, I used to sell watches. I used to sell sort of your Chopard watches, your Versace, your Gucci, your Audemars Piguet and Cartier and things like that. I won't get too technical, but the movement of the hands themselves is key. You know, you want it to glide effectively, and this hand dial really does glide really nicely.
Yes, it does.
Oh gosh, this is so affordable. What a lovely Easter present. £10.95. £10.95 only. So incredibly reminiscent of the Floating Diamonds collection.
Definitely.
Isn't it? I'm thinking I'd just put this on some black satin or something like that, on some ribbon, and just tie it.
It's limitless what you can use for the wrist, isn't it, really? It's very much down to personal preference, really.
Yeah.
So anything.
Nothing stopping you using this as a nurse's watch as well. My sister and my mum were both nurses, and you spend fortunes for nurses' watches. You could easily put something on the end, couldn't you? Maybe your own little detail, like we were saying, those lovely charms. And then I have attach your clip.
Yep, definitely.
Nothing stopping that being a sort of nurse's watch. Beautiful, absolutely love it, and what a great giftable opportunity as well. I mean, £10.95, you can't get a bunch of flowers for that, can you?
I mean,
Not
you can
really.
even attach it to a chain and put it around your neck.
Yeah,
And have it as a pendant watch, and then you could perhaps drop a tassel from the other connector.
it's a nice idea, isn't it? Something a little bit different. I've got time to bring you one more item before the top of the hour, and again, this is going to look amazing. Before our star by, time's racing. Out of all the chains that we've commissioned like this, you know, the rosary links with the different gemstones, this is my favourite. Because the spinel, oh, wait till you see the sparkle that comes across the surface. Can you imagine this? In fact, I'm going to do it. Threaded through that bracelet, it's going to look so incredibly luxurious. Here we go. Oh, it's the coating, isn't it? It's my favourite. I said it before when I've brought it to air, but can you imagine this on both sides? Look how lovely that looks, coming off the.
Exactly. I mean, that sort of illustrates the round the neck option, doesn't it? And then just drop a few from a tassel. From the other connector. Gorgeous.
Beautiful. It's my favourite, Linda, I think, pure and simply because of the
sparkle.
The sparkle. It's, you know, it's leaping at you even from a great distance. Solid 925 sterling silver. Spinel, which is already a beautifully silky gemstone in terms of the lustre and how the light plays across the surface of the gem. But add this wonderful coating and it gives you a wonderful satin-like effect. Isn't it incredible?
Stunning.
Absolutely adore it. And again, it would be uncommissionable to be able to make this item of jewellery. I say item of jewellery because it is to me, at what we bring it to you at, because to source the silver wire, which you're going to then have obviously waste of, to source the gemstones, highly unlikely we'll be able to do it at what you're about to see on your screen. It should be, my goodness, £11.95. I mean, that's where apparently our target price is. Is that not half what we normally bring these at?
I would have thought so. Gosh.
Hold up. Our sterling silver chains like this, Linda, generally are about £20, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, in the past, yes, that's where they sort of tend to launch around
yeah.
don't they? And
it's not just me.
No.
They do.
And so very worth it as well. So at that price, again, make the comparison of what else you can buy for around the £10 mark that's sort of so consumable, you know, like a coffee and a cake or something.
Exactly.
And this is so keepable.
Well, out of a metre long length, which this is, you're going to get a necklace, a bracelet, an anklet, probably a pair of earrings as well.
Easily, yes, you will.
Easily. An entire suite for just a tenner, less than a tenner. And it is, I'll say it again, it's my favourite just because of that lovely coating.
Yeah, and it can be used in such diverse ways. I mean, looking at your hand there, I just want to make a tassel from it at the moment, dangling off of a silver chain. Just absolutely glorious. But it's so diverse what you can use these chains for.
There's one left.
Wow.
Gone. Well done. And I'm sure you'll agree with us when you get that home.
Yes.
Just the beauty of it.
Exactly.
I'm kind of gutted that I'm not in your position right now, whereas I could have got that.
This was a comment the ladies made yesterday. A lady had delivered, just before she left the house yesterday, she'd had a delivery from Jewellery Maker, and she just said, wow, you know, it looked good on air, but wow.
Yeah, wait till you get it home. Exactly, because we say it, Linda, but then people probably think, those that don't know us quite as well or as familiar with us as some are, might go, yeah, you're going to say that. We don't say it if we don't mean it, do we?
No,
absolutely not.
No point.
Right, sorry, Kimbo. It is time for your beautiful Easter deal. I love it, love it, love it. You will too. If you adored that Tanzanite, fantastic, stay tuned. If you loved those charms earlier on, fantastic, stay tuned, because we have kind of got, I mean, it's not Tanzanite, but it's a beautiful gemstone, but it's just a finished, exceptional, high-end piece of jewellery, which you only need to construct, basically, and it's coming your way at the most astonishing Easter price point. You're going to love it. It's rhodonite garnet, and it's full. It's full. Oh, are we doing that later on? Okay, it's full of romance, and that's coming up. Sorry, I thought it was right now. A little bit later on. Before that, though, is all of these. I'm surrounded, see, Linda. I can't find what it is. Okay, bear with us. Easter deal is up now. It is the one I was talking about, Kimbo. It is the one I was talking about. We're getting so confused then. We got so much coming your way. No, you don't have to say sorry. Bless you. It's the one I was talking about because it's got romance. Kim, can you tell me how much this is? Will you just close that front door right now? Are you actually kidding me? I can't. I'm going to show you one component out of this entire necklace suite. And let's just say what we're taking this to, which is a pendant. It's a finished pendant. Triple, quadruple. Wow. Look at how beautiful it is. Close that front door. I can't believe we're taking this to this price point. Okay, we have 100 of these available, and I'm not even done. I've still got more. I don't want to put it down though because it's so beautiful. I want to buy this. I'm gonna buy this, stop permitting. You've also got the length of chain, and I should give you the measurements of this so you know. With your extender, now this is approximate, about 18 inches, so that's working out about 46 centimetres, but you can easily add to that, and does actually have the jump rings on the end there for you to attach with ease. The connector. There's your connector and your lobster claw clasp. Oh my gosh, Linda, this is going to be amazing. And 2 jump rings. Can I bring that pendant back in? I've sold jewellery for many years. I'm going to go as far as saying this is one of my favourite pendants. Just the curve as well.
Yeah.
It's the curvature.
There's nothing that takes on a shape quite like a stylised heart shape. And that's a stylised heart. It's got that twist in it. And it's just so sleek.
The lustre, I often refer to quality sterling silver or silversmith work as liquid silver.
Yeah.
Where it looks like, you know, it is...
Absolutely, that's hit the nail,
fluid.
the proverbial nail. But when I make jewellery, I've very much got an asymmetrical brain. And I love a pendant that's asymmetrical, particularly hard.
Love it. I absolutely adore it. I can't, and again, I was just looking at the carat weight then, 33 points. It looks way bigger than that as well, because I'm going to say, sorry, keep my hand still. I'm going to guess the measurement across, and I am being, oh, there we go, 4mm. But then because you've got that bezel setting as well, it's adding to the size, isn't it? It's a good trick which is used, well, not trick, it's a good method, illusion setting to magnify, to multiply, I suppose, the actual dimensions of the gemstone. But look at how substantial all that sterling silver that's been invested as well within this. I'm going to go as far as saying, can I turn it round just so you can actually see the beauty on the back as well. You've got the 925 sterling silver stamp. Really substantial. Even if you were thinking, you know what, I don't know how to construct this necklace, just get one of your existing chains and thread it through. Yeah,
exactly. The clever thing about the design of that heart pendant as well is, you know, when it's laying on you from the necklace, it's laying on flat. But cleverly, they've put those little slots at the side so that the light enters from the side.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well. That is so clever.
Yeah, which this gemstone needs, because it loves to show off in light. So, again, thank you for saying that, Linda. I'm going to have to bring that price tag in for you because already loads of you are there. Exactly 106 of these available. I want to be with you. I really, really, really do.
Well, that's my birthstone.
It's Linda's birthstone, so you should definitely be on the phone lines, Linda. Wow, we are inundated.
I mean, I do think this is something that perhaps you may, if you have the time to find the comparisons, I think you'll be really shocked.
Absolutely amazed. I've sold jewellery for so many years. And not only am I saying this is one of the most beautiful, but I think it's certainly one of the most affordable. That's just a no-brainer. But the quality, do you know what? My sister, I've got a pendant, heart pendant, very similar to this, which I bought. No, sorry, my sister bought. I can remember in the first jewellery establishment that I worked at, and her and I, because we had to save up for pieces of jewellery. We had benefited from staff costs, and my sister used to get the same as well. We used to put so much away a month to buy pieces. She's got a diamond heart pendant almost identical to this, and I can remember she actually paid, clear as day, it was £200 staff cost. I mean, yeah, granted, these aren't diamonds, but this is one beautiful rare gemstone. And guess what? It's Easter. It's Easter Saturday. Kim's saying, not quick enough. We've got 106. There's loads of people already on the phone lines.
Goodness. That's a price drop and a bit, that is. Isn't it? Goodness. There's a very upmarket jeweller, starts with a T.
Yes.
And there's a designer that makes jewellery for that particular store, and that's. I've bought two for my daughter, and I can honestly categorically say that outshines either of those two pieces.
I've got pieces of jewellery from that same establishment, the one that does breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah. Funny enough, I lent it to Steve Bennett a few weeks ago, just because he sort of wanted to look at, it was about the engraving basically that he was looking at on it. Very simple, no gemstones on it, but yeah, this totally outshines that.
It certainly does. It outshines it in the sort of sophistication in some respects, and also in the gram weight of the precious metal. I've just noticed the gram weight.
Well, that's a really good point. What is the gram weight?
It's 6.19.
6.12 average gram weight. It's a lot of precious metal. I'm amazed that I've still got web bidders with it in their baskets. Listen, there's a little short break coming up at the top of the hour. It won't take me long to dash and get my dash and get my phone and make sure that that's been added to my order, because I'm not letting that pass me by. I've got a couple of minutes to bring you a couple more opportunities. It is that cupboard that you've been in, Kim, isn't it? You know the Tanzanite? Beautiful, wasn't it? You know the garnet that you've just seen there? Beautiful, wasn't it? How about we put those two together? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm just going to give that a little polish because I've just put my finger on there. Again, because of the size.
I was going to say, it's huge.
It's huge, isn't it? Look how amazing this is.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Again, we are so up close and personal. You can see the quality of your garnet. Rich, velvety, passionate red. Natural. By the way, we have got rings coming up which will go perfectly with this. I'd be multi-buying because I'm thinking straight away of a bracelet that I have with an aquamarine. And this is bigger than the aquamarine bracelet that I bought from a jewellery establishment. Look at the fire coming through. Can you see that fire there? Spectrum of colour, wow. You have got, like the Tanzanite, solid sterling silver in a bezel set. Then you have got all the components that you need, the sterling silver chain, lengths to attach to either side of these connectors. You've got 4 jump rings which are open, precision open cut jump rings. You've got the lovely brushed silver charm, the lobster claw, and the size, the heart charm as well. I'm going to put it all on my hand actually. The sheer size of all of this, again, the sheer gram weight that you've got, here we go, is everything that you're getting. I can't pick up the jump rings, they're there as well, for just But can I let you into a secret? It's not a secret, but I'll say it anyway. We'd actually an agreement made with an associate, let's just leave it that way. We're not allowed to stop here. Ridiculous, isn't it? Ridiculous. That's already an incredible deal.
Goodness me.
Because of our associations, we don't want to compete, basically. We can't stop at £19.95 for this. It has to go under £15. That is no reflection of the true value or worth. You can get the necklace, I'm saying road light just because of the quality of the colour, the garnet necklace that you saw just, and this matching bracelet for, what was it? Less than £30.
Yes.
I mean, for any January babies, this is your birthstone, but we know garnet, we associate garnet as a very high-end, exceptional quality gemstone.
It's a very regal gemstone,
yes,
I think. I mean, certainly the Victorians loved it. You'll find, I mean, I've got a Victorian necklace that my nan had handmade, and again, that's a heart, a gold heart, filigree, with little, tiny little garnets in it. I adore it. And it's still so wearable now. Yeah, and yet it was made, I think it was made in 1885.
Wow.
And it's absolutely glorious. And that garnet, if anything, is more eye-popping now than ever.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what I noticed when you brought that out then, was the fact that I've never seen that phenomena before, but that garnet is so brilliant and so bright and so rich. It actually reflected like a Merlot shade off of the silver.
It does,
which is
really
a difficult thing to perform.
Check out as soon as you possibly can. Loads of you there. Wonderful to have your company in this first Easter Saturday deals hour. We have got so much to bring you. We're going to step into your designer inspiration hour, where you can win all of the wonderful pieces of jewellery that Linda is going to be creating. More deals, more bundles, more affordability opportunities after this.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for the home show, where we'll be demonstrating how to apply your favourite technique to accessorise your home.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today.
We're looking at three luxurious blue gemstones, without shadow of a doubt that are certainly the big blues. Aquamarine, Tanzanite and iolite. A mixture of tones and hues which just work wonderfully together, but also obviously individually. You've got iolite with those wonderful intense denim. I always refer to it as like an indigo denim blue. Tanzanite with its violet tones, and aquamarine with its beautiful summer's day sky. This is a limited edition opportunity, and look how it's not often, Linda, that we see those three in a combination like this.
It's a long time since I've seen iolite full stop.
Absolutely. But don't you think it's wonderful that for on this occasion you're actually getting them in the nuggets as well rather than in the faceted? Because I've certainly brought, not necessarily together, but I've brought iolite recently, which was faceted. I've brought Tanzanite, which was faceted, aquamarine, which was faceted. But again, we're going back to our Mother Nature, you know, being in their organic forms. Again, you can see them as you'd imagine them, I suppose, to be coming out of the ground. But yeah, quite right. I haven't seen iolite. Is not a gemstone we see every single day, in actual fact, probably less frequently than Tanzanite. And it's got a very distinctive colour. It is this indigo denim blue, so there's a darkness to it. High pleochroism, of course, so you're not just going to see blue, you will see lots of pinks within, lots of flashes of purples, because it has an ability to play with light and colour. I'm not going to get too much into that just because we haven't got enough of these to go around. But team that with sizable, oopsie, so sizable I can't even hold them all on the back of my hand, aquamarine, Again, that combination, we start going towards these sort of oceanic tones. And then a double strand, last but by no means least, of your Tanzanite. Again, look how oceanic this is. It reminds me of sort of your mermaids. Magical, really magical bundle with, of course, your organic shapes. Already lots of you on those phone lines. Now, you have got almost a metre of Tanzanite, almost a metre of iolite, and you have got 200 carats of your aquamarine, which go right the way up to your 18 by 6 millimetres in their dimensions. So just one of those wire wrapped is a sizable and significant pendant. Again, I'm looking across to Linda's designer inspiration kit, which is coming your way. This will look incredible. Maybe mix it with the morganites.
Yes, yes. Oh, absolutely. Well, certainly Tanzanite and morganite are fantastic together, as Pantone themselves recognise, with the blue and the pink that's so popular this season.
Absolutely. Love it, absolutely adore it. Low in stock. Now, you've seen the incredible Easter deals that we've had thus far. They're only set to continue, folks. If you're watching today and you're thinking, you know what, I'm not going to be shopping, you might find it a little bit tricky just because of the deals that we've had thus far and only set to continue. Now, we're talking about high-end gemstones. We're talking about big blues, as we refer to them, luxury blues. Iolite is so seldom seen, even with us here at Jewellery Maker, as one of the most reputable coloured gemstone buyers in the world. And yet, we're able to bring it to you for the luxury of the gemstones, the quality of the gemstones, at a fraction of the cost, $14.95. That's less than £5 per strand, almost a metre of your iolite, almost a metre of your Tanzanite, and you've got 200 carats of your aquamarine. Can we just break this down and put things into perspective? I'd pay $14.95 for the Tanzanite. I'd pay $14.95 for the iolite, and also the aquamarine individually. So on that basis, I reckon we have taken, what, 2/3 off the price tag there?
Mm-hmm. Amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely incredible. Well done. Dial in as soon as you can. If you got the diamonds, the diamond trio earlier on, just imagine that as a combination.
Beautiful.
Oh, in fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring them in.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to bring them in just because you've got the quality of the colours here. Look at those green diamonds next to the iolite, next to the aquamarine.
Wow.
Oh, the silver diamonds as well.
Oh, you've got a diamond strand to match each nugget strand there.
You actually have, haven't you?
Yes, you very much have.
So what would you do? I'm thinking the green with the aquamarine.
Yes, yes.
What are you then thinking? The silver with the iolite, or the silver with the Tanzanite,
silver with the Tanzanite,
and the black with the iolite. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, just the different levels of strength, of sparkle and colour.
Yeah, amazing. Absolutely love it. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Much to see. Now, yes, we have got a wonderful Easter competition underway, which means that you can win all the pieces of jewellery that Linda has created within this beautiful designer inspiration hour. Now, what do you have to do? You have to count the eggs. The chicks today, sorry. So today, you are counting your chicks. So it starts from now. That one on the side doesn't count, by the way. Ignore that. This is just literally your instructions. So all you have to do is count how many times you see a chick on screen during this hour. Now, we will tell you when to text in. We will tell you, so please don't text in yet. Please text us at the end of the hour with your name, customer number and your answer. Send your answer to JM Studio 60777. Now, don't text yet. We'll tell you when to do it, because obviously it's going throughout the course of the hour. I will say on air physically when to text. Are we ready? Start counting your chicks. Count your chicks. Oh. There we go. Subtle. I'm so subtle.
It's so subtle. It's amazingly subtle.
Yeah, I'll try not to be quite so obvious next time. Okay, now we're going to move into your first designer inspiration, and we're going to start with the sterling silver part of this beautiful kit. Can I bring it over? Gosh, there's so much that I'm surrounded by. I can't reach. Lauren, sorry, my lovely. This is our Lauren. Now hang on a minute. All of these? Mm-hmm. You've excelled yourself again, haven't you?
This is particularly beautiful. I was so pleased with this sterling silver kit.
Oh, now we've broken it down into two components deliberately, so that if you think about it, it means that not everybody's going to want to get the sterling silver, not everyone's going to want to get the gemstones. We're hoping you're going to want to get both. I personally do. It's basically doing you some favours here, but I have never, ever, ever seen components like this in a kit. Wow. Now, all solid 925 sterling silver. You've got two different lengths. I will pop them across the back of my hand in a second just to show you. Two different lengths of chain, as you can see. You have got connectors here. These are Marquise connectors with a prong set. Then you've got your Swiss Blue Topaz Marquise faceted gemstones. Then you've got oval connectors here, and they are connectors because they've got the two jump rings either side, and I will show them at the back of the hand so you can see it in greater detail. And then all of these wonderful Peridot calibrated gems, tons of sterling silver jump rings, and finished pieces of sterling silver, including this wonderful chain, which has got the jump ring, has got the extender on the back, on the top there. So all you need to do is attach one of those connectors. You have got, is this a metre? Yeah, a metre long length of one of the most beautiful chain links. I've not seen it before. Look at that chain link.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Really lovely. It's quite elongated, isn't it?
It's very, very, very nice.
And we were talking about liquid lustre.
Yeah, that is a standalone chain, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, even if you don't want to gemstone it up.
But there's a metre on here, so
exactly.
You're going to get multiple pieces of jewellery with this as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Along with the chain that you can see here, which I first introduced. Then you have got all your connectors, and for one moment I'm going to have to pop these down because it's just simply too much for me to actually to hold. I'm going to show you each extender and the gemstone, which is pre-calibrated to go alongside. What have I done with my tweezers? There we go. Pre-calibrated to go alongside. Now, if you want to get into gem setting, this is perfect. We have got gem setting tools, a tool kit, which will go incredibly well and help you with the actual setting process. So you can actually see up close and personal. This is the Peridot, obviously, and the Peridot's measure, I'm just looking, Marquise oval, 6.5 by 4.5 millimeters. So obviously will actually fit within the connector itself. Let's show you the Marquise as well. Can you see this? Look how gorgeous this is. Now we have got the gem setting toolkit coming up later on. You're getting in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of each of those connectors and 5 of the gemstones, plus all of your jump rings, plus the 1 metre length of your sterling silver chain, plus the finished item of jewellery as well. That's a lot of high-end components here. I've never seen anything like it in a kit.
It's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. The connectors are exquisite. I mean, these really are gem set quality stones here.
Oh, without shadow of a doubt. Yeah. You know, again, we go back to, you can make so many comparisons with calibrated gemstones of you know, like for like quality. You can do it very, very easily. Peridot, we refer to the best quality as extra fine. It refers to the intensity of colour. Here we go, I'm just literally, intensity of colour and the beautiful clarity. I mean, look at how amazingly flawless the internal characteristics of this gemstone is. We couldn't be any... It's under such scrutiny, isn't it?
It is, it certainly is.
Amazing. Now, we need to bring that price point in. Apparently, our target price is £47.75. That's already incredible. But that's if you were to buy it on our own website. But today, if you were to just get this, if you were to get this and sell the chain on its own with one of those gemstones maybe, then surely you would sell it at a higher price point, or expect to pay a higher price point than $34.95. With all the gems, your Swiss blue topaz, and of course your peridot, with all of those jump rings. And I should point out the jump rings, we've got how many jump rings? 50 in total, and they are precision cuts. Are great for chain mailers out there as well. You know, you can make certainly your Mobius pendant out of the quantity that you have got here. Connect, and we'll give you the inspiration. Don't forget you're in a chance with actually winning all of these. However, I wouldn't be waiting for that possibility to get hold of all of the quality that you see here. I mean, just think about this. Just think about, what would you expect to pay for one gemstone? One gemstone, loose, elsewhere. Would it be $34.95? I highly doubt that. I think it's going to be in excess of that, to be honest, especially your Marquise cut, because a Marquise cut gem is actually the most wasteful. Now, obviously, you're going to see the claws, and I'm holding it. Hang on a minute. Let me just turn this round. The claws itself are, I might try with the tweezers, actually. Let me give it a go. I don't want to drop any, that's the thing. Oh gosh, the pressure, Linda, the pressure.
It's very clever. Wow.
Look at that quality. And you're getting 5 of these. Marquise cut is the most expensive gemstone, or cut of gemstone, I should say, because of the dimensions and the angles, basically. It's very, 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 very wasteful. So I would expect to invest more than $34.95 for a Marquise cut Swiss blue.
Well, certainly, pop one of those in its connector into its claw setting onto the sterling silver finish necklace, and I would charge a minimum. I'm just saying a minimum. This is a ballpark figure of $34.95 for that.
Yeah, just for the one.
And that is in probably at craft fair prices.
Absolutely. Okay, stay where you are on those phone lines. And again, we have got the gem setting tool. So if you're thinking, I'd like to be able to, great for beginners as well, isn't it? Gem
absolutely.
setting.
Yes, it's very, very easy to do.
Yeah.
You just need to have a little bit of patience, but it's simple to do.
Without doubt. So please do stay tuned. Get those as soon as you can. Stay with us, because Linda will talk you through that. Now, I can't believe that this kit is including a gemstone which has, it's like Tanzanite, it's like Peridot tourmaline, it's like chrome diopside, has increased dramatically in terms of its price. Morganite was discovered in the early 1900s, and it's a fabulously alluring feminine gemstone. It's a combination of pinks and peaches, really. One of my favourite strands of Morganite as well, because again, we're going back to sort of faceted by Mother Nature, aren't we?
Yes.
But look at the quality of that colour. Now, if you've seen Morganite before and it's kind of been a little bit pale, a little bit insipid, a little bit wishy-washy, that's what you don't want. You want colour intensity and saturations like this. You want to have that definite baby blue with those wonderful salmon pinks running through. The first of your precious, exquisite and magical jewellery collection. Let's team it alongside some beautifully high-end amethyst. Now these are 2mm round, 2 millimeters round, 5 carats in total. And again, you've got a lovely long strand. Just that combination, well, that's what you've put together in one of the pieces, haven't you?
Yes.
That's all you need to do, just restrand it. Absolutely amazing. Still got more to bring you though, much more to see. Big, beautiful, sizable, glistening glamour that comes from your clear quartz. Irregular nuggets, so incredible shards of your clear quartz, which is 400 carats, going right the way up to 20 by 12 millimeters in size. Still got more, still got 3 more components to bring you in this kit. It's a big kit. It reminds me entirely of rubellite, one of the rarest gemstones. When you've got such a hot pink colour, we're talking about your crackled quartz elongated shards here. Again, they're 400 carats and they go up to 43 by 11 millimeters. I mean, look at the sheer size. Look at this one that I'm holding here in my hand. Look at how substantial this one is. It's
beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, just amazing, like so. just wire wrapped. Use maybe some. Well, we've got some inspiration with your leaves coming up later on, which work wonderfly. And Linda is going to demonstrate that. I understand. Still not done. I'm still not done because. Gosh, where do I go from here, Linda?
No, yes.
I can't physically hold everything. We also have got a classic solitaire setting. Solid sterling silver. Look at that lovely elevation. I often talk about elevations with solitaires just because it's why would you want to hide the beauty of the gemstone on the underside? Mm-hmm. In my opinion, when you have got a solitaire and you've got a gemstone of the caliber, which by the way is coming up as well in this kit, show off the entirety of it, not just the surface, not just the table facet, not just the crown facets, everything about it, the pavilion, the girdle, everything about it. When you've got quality gemstones and quality cutting, then why wouldn't you want to exaggerate those? So this has been elevated. So again, there's benefits because you're going to really be adding to the light that's influencing the gem. So incredibly exquisite. Now what do you need? You need a perfect gemstone to go within that solitaire. And this is sourced from our very good friends and associates from Gemporia on the Gem Collector channel. Now you have got a round brilliant cut Mozambique morganite. Yeah, Zambezia morganite. Zambezia morganite is famed for its salmon pinks, beautiful clarity, astonishing brilliance, and if it's being sourced by Gemporia, we are absolute sticklers of excuse me, sticklers of faceting of gemstones. In total, you are getting well 60 points in this gemstone alone. It measures 5.75 and is made and faceted to go within your perfect solitaire like this. Don't forget you've also got your morganite rough nuggets. Don't forget you've also got the amethyst, the clear quartz and the pink quartz. Don't forget you're also getting the sterling silver. It should be altogether £67.70. I would pay that price for the Zambezia morganite in sterling silver on its own, without the hundreds of carats that you've got here in addition. Nowhere near your price tag. Instead, you are going to be paying just $44.95. $44.95. Now the ring mount is a size 5. Which is a size J, I believe, but can be easily resized, not a problem whatsoever. Easily resized, and it only costs a few pounds to do that if you wanted to do it in your local jewellers. Let's try and put everything across the back of my hand, so you can see everything that you are getting for that incredibly affordable price tag. Your amethyst, your morganite, which I can't remember the last time I even saw, let alone in a kit. For all of your beautiful pink quartz that you've got here in your clear quartz. And don't forget the Zambezia morganite and also the sterling silver solitaire mount as well. Check out them as soon as you possibly can. Now if you're thinking, I like the idea of setting my own gemstones, I want to get into that, stay with us because we have got the gem setting tool, and also Linda is the perfect person to teach you how to do that. Shall we take a wander over to the lovely Linda? Don't forget this hour you stand a chance of winning the pieces of jewellery that Linda has created from this kit. You just need to count those chicks. Count those chicks. Hopefully you've been watching eagle-eyed. Eagle-eyed.
Eagle-eyed, chick-eyed.
Chick-eyed. Now, look at all of these beautiful pieces of jewellery. I'm going to move that out the way so that, absolutely amazing. I can't even count how many you've made.
I did count, but I've forgotten. 1, 2, 3.
Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 necklaces. One bracelet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of earrings and your solitaire ring. Mm-hmm. Absolutely incredible. Look at all of these. What a joy.
Yes.
They're gem heavy as well, aren't they?
They're incredibly gem heavy, yes. I mean, obviously because of the components within this kit, or within the two parts of the kit, It enables you to make really statement jewellery. I've done a couple of really statement pieces, but you also, the other side of the coin, you can make really sort of delicate, discreet pieces of jewellery as well. It's been an absolute joy. I didn't want to, I mean, that bracelet, I love that bracelet with that peridot.
I do as well, that little detail.
Yes.
And yet, is this something which is quite easy to create?
Oh, incredibly easy to create, incredibly, it's using the chain affixed to the jump rings, then
I'll turn that around so you can actually see the chain as well.
And then the other chain I've used, what I did, I'd got some sterling silver wire. So I rosary linked, excuse me, let me just have a look. Can I have a look? Yeah, I did. I rosary linked the little amethysts.
Love it.
With sterling silver. And so that's really simple. And that little gem set peridot with that glorious spring-coloured purple amethyst is just so beautiful.
It works amazing, and again, you've used the peridot then in some drop earrings to match. They're stunning.
The chain's gone a long way.
Yeah, with the chain there, absolutely beautiful. Now, in terms of your gem setting, how easy is it to do? If I just literally turn that round a little bit so you can see those. How easy is it to gem?
It's incredibly easy to gem set, particularly when you've got the obviously exactly the right stones for exactly the right claw settings, which you get within the kit. If you want to have a look back last Saturday, which was the 19th, I think, I did a gem set on air, so you could YouTube that back.
Yeah.
But it's very, very easy with the gem setting toolkit that's we're going to bring to you in a few
Yeah, because the gemstone is calibrated for that setting itself.
Yeah.
Now I did say we've actually got the tool set to do that. Now this is what we're referring to. Comes like beautifully packaged in our Jewellery Maker branding. Now everything that you find in this is professional quality.
Exactly. It's exactly what the professionals
110%. So zips open, it's kind of like a Filofax, I suppose. And these are all the components that you get within. Now again, you can go onto our website. There's tutorials on there. You can go onto YouTube, like Linda was just referring to. We actually have workshops as well for gem setting, and it shows you how to use each of these tools. So you have got this funny looking gadget here, which you do need, don't you? Because it holds the actual. It holds the actual piece of jewellery, whether it be the mount or whether it be the ring that you're getting in this kit. You've also got this wonderful tool here which actually grabs hold of the prongs and wraps it round.
The little pusher tool.
The little pusher. Then you've got some tweezers here, and you've also got some flat nose.
Yes, and obviously the cutters that you may well need if you're dealing with perhaps silver wire and things as well at the same time. But it almost looks. Sometimes people get scared a little bit by tools, the word tool. They get sort of slightly frightened by it, but this is such a basic toolkit.
Really is.
And it evolves into something so professional. That's what I think. That's why I think this is a great. This is why these toolkits have stayed the same forever. Because they're exactly right for the job.
Absolutely, and again, I can't tell you enough. When I worked in a jeweller's which had its own workshop, this is what they were using. Exactly what they were using. And again, once you've got it once, you needn't purchase it again as long as you don't lose it. It should be incredibly $11.95. It's an amazing deal already. However, it is Easter Saturday, and we're all about the Easter deals. We want you to get involved in gem setting because it's something that we can offer you, calibrated gemstones, and making that piece of jewellery that you would expect to buy from those establishments, and at a more affordable price. Check out them as soon as you possibly can. Now we have got your designer inspiration with the wonderful Linda. Don't forget to keep counting those chicks to win Linda's jewellery. More incredible deals, and of course, as we said, the demonstrations coming your way. Stay where you are though, $9.95 only if you check out now.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then head over to our website and check out our Get Started page. Watch the welcome message from presenter Carol and find out all about Jewellery Maker. Watch one of our easy-to-follow tutorials where our guest designers will teach you the basics and give you the confidence to start making earrings, bracelets and necklaces. If you prefer to simply have a go, then check out our starter kits. They contain everything you need, including instructions, tools, gemstones and clasps, allowing you to create your very first jewellery pieces. You can either watch the video tutorial or follow the step-by-step instructions to give you plenty of inspiration. We also have an array of beginners workshops that you can attend here at our studios and join our experienced designers and get a taste for this fabulous hobby. We will guide you through the basics to get you started making your own beautiful jewellery. Everyone is welcome in the jewellery making family, so start your jewellery making journey today. When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today.
I love that little bit of music.
Yes.
We were dancing to it earlier on, weren't we, Amelia? Do 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 do. Kind of reminds me back of a little bit of the 80s. Takes me back to our era. Anyway, our era. We've got so much to squeeze in. Brand spanking new. Have you seen these?
I haven't seen them in the flesh, once again. I've just seen a photograph of them. They are beautiful.
Aren't they beautiful? I'm going to pop one on the actual hand, actually. This is size 9, so I have got 3 identical opportunities in different sizes. So a 9, what's the other? 7 and a 5. Okay, so a size 9 is going to be more your R to S, I believe. I'll try, I'm literally doing this off recollection now. A size 7 is your... P to Q, I want to say.
Say that then.
And or thereabouts. And then a size 5 is J. I know that's absolutely certain. Yeah. Now, we've only got 70 of these available. Now, they remind me, if any of you have got sort of Celtic roots, it's quite Macintosh, it's quite clog-eye gold. Yeah. It's not gold, obviously, but I'm talking about the sort of Celtic associations. Now, it does come, as you'll notice if I turn it upwards ever so slightly, they have got those individual prongs, which means there's a gemstone to come along with this. Yes, and it is included. It is a perfect, round, brilliant cut on it. Again, pre-calibrated and faceted, so it will fit perfectly within a look at this.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that beautiful?
Again, crown jewels. It's like the crown jewels, isn't it? Where you've got that cleft at the top.
I just noticed that the shank are little hands.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, kind of like holding.
Yes.
Embracing it like so. This is beautiful. Now this is the size 9, so the bigger size, and generally size 7 is probably our most, in the UK, the average. But if you wanted to wear this maybe on your thumb or a different finger, then I would suggest getting sort of a slightly bigger size. Solid 925 sterling silver. You've got that kind of cleft or fleur-de-lis at the top of the heart, and then those lovely details. So yeah, like little hands, I suppose, embracing the heartstone itself. This might be striking you because it is to me. It's quite symbolic, this.
It's very symbolic, actually. It's very sort of Celtic stroke Gaelic.
Yes.
Or Gaelic.
Yes.
Whichever way, actually all three, really.
I totally agree with you there, because I'm thinking straight away, this reminds me of sort of my Welsh roots.
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Without shadow of a doubt. We're going to have to bring that price tag in already. Loads of you there. should be £17.95 for all of that sterling silver for the calibration of the gemstone. Just brought you the gem setting tool, so you can get involved in this wonderful, fabulous medium, isn't it, of jewellery making?
It is. It's enthralling, yes.
Not £17.95 though.
Kim's sort of drops are quite shocking.
Yeah, they're not little,
No.
you know, it's not a little chip, is
No,
it?
no.
We're not talking 10% off here, or that's what most retailers will do. You know, well, we'll take 10% off for you. Fantastic. That would have been what? £1.75, was it? Or 95? Still, every penny counts. We've almost, reduced by what, 40%? Incredible, and it includes both components that you've actually got here, the round brilliant cut garnet, and of course your wonderful Celtic Gaelic.
Yes, very much so. It's just got, if a ring can be described as atmospheric, that's got atmosphere, hasn't it? It's got
totally agree.
Emotion.
I tell you what else it reminds me of, and I'm going to bring you the size 7 now. So again, it comes with the round brilliant cut gemstone. It reminds me of a Welsh love spoon.
Yes, yes, it does. Yes, yeah.
Which I love. A Welsh love spoon. You give, and it's basically, it's very sentimental. It's meant to surround that person then with love forever and a day. Oh, not lovely.
It's lovely.
It has got quite a similarity to that.
I mean, it's incredible within its design, isn't it?
Yes.
It's sort of delicate, but it's quite solid looking. It's a brave look, if I can describe it like that. But when you look at it, it's also incredibly sensitive.
Yeah.
It's a double whammy, really, for me, that design.
I totally agree. I mean, it can be symbolic for the romance of it. It can be symbolic for your roots, I suppose, and the connections that you might be associating with this. Again, no surprises really. We should be bringing it to you at £17.95. Same ring, but of course in a slightly smaller size. So 2.5 grams of sterling silver has been invested within. £9.95 only. In terms of the UK, here at the UK, size 7, which is, I believe, I'm pretty certain it's size P to Q. Oh, sorry, N to O, beg your pardon, N to O. That's our most, that's the average size in the UK. So if you're thinking about gifts, I would definitely recommend getting this one rather than maybe the size 5 or the size 9, because it tends to be the average, I suppose. Well, you know better than I do. It depends who you're buying it for. We have got the size 5 coming up. Like for example, I've got quite narrow fingers, so I wear a size K. So I'd probably go for the size 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure what mine. I think I'm around a P. I think.
So you'd go for the size 7?
Yes.
Probably best, I would imagine. But all of which can be resized. Should we bring that size 5 in now? Let's do it. Bringing the price straight in. Look, because it's no surprises. Not £17.95. Instead, it is going to be £9.95. Again, next time you're in your local town, walking past a jeweller's that has maybe those former mentioned collections, you wouldn't buy a ring with this symbolism, I suppose, or from those collections at anywhere near this price tag.
Well, I can honestly assure you, Al, that if they did, you'd have a 20-mile queue outside of the door.
You really would. Yeah, absolutely. My mum and dad bought myself and my sister one of those collections. I won't say who it is because I don't want to get into trouble. A pendant, which is very, very Celtic, shall we say. But each had one which was a little bit different. And I know, and we're going back when I was about 18 years old. I know that they were sort of £60–70 then.
Easily.
And no gemstones in them. No gemstones whatsoever.
I mean, even if, and this is just going outside the box slightly, but in my book, there's nothing quite as pretty as wearing, I've got it with my mum's wedding ring and engagement ring. I wear them on a chain. It looks really, really pretty.
It does.
So, you know, At these prices anyway, I think I've been
Well, it's that sentiment of wearing it close to your heart, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose.
It's really nice. But I love to see a ring on a chain.
Love it. So, now, beautiful kit, lots of gem setting opportunities, and you've really maximised on the carat weights that you've got. But you're going to be demonstrating something we've not done before.
Yes. Because we've got these, we were going to do these at New Year's Eve, but we hadn't got the shards in stock. So when I got the shards for this particular kit, I thought perhaps we could do this now. Bringing in another product that I think Elle will bring in shortly as well, which is some indigo blue, the very large glitter flakes, which are absolutely beautiful and perfect for this type of thing. So the necklace there, you can see that's just one of the shards, and then I've sort of encompassed the top, and it almost it has the atmosphere of gold leaf, really.
I was going to say, it literally looks like gold leaf.
Yeah. Now I made that particular piece about a week ago, and I obviously got more shards, so I thought I'm going to test this out now and wear it. So I've worn it for a week, and that gilding has not moved, peeled away at all in any way, shape or form. And honestly, I say that in all sincerity.
There we go. So you know it's going to last as well. Because sometimes people are worried about
exactly. That's why I thought
coating
I
a
would
gemstone.
test it out. Yeah, exactly.
I love it. I love these ears.
I've done it on the sort of the sort of the mystic quartz as well. I've added the gold chain because I wanted to gild with the gold flake. And I just put it on half of the stone, which
do you know what this reminds me of?
Modern earrings.
Sarah Bennett collection.
Yes. I knew it reminded me of something, but that didn't. The penny didn't drop there.
Because I've got a ring which is almost identical to what you've created there with that gilding over the top from the Sarah Bennett collection. I love it. Her collection's amazing. I want to be able to do this.
Right. Well,
so is it simple?
Yes, it's very simple, and even more simple when Elle will bring in the product that we're going to use.
Okay.
So I've chosen one of the sort of on my strand of shards. I've got a lot of very large ones, and I wanted it to be fairly dramatic anyway. So that's why I chose the sort of cracked quartz. I do apologise for my top. I didn't realise it would confuse the issue, but I'm going straight out for dinner from work today. So I've taken one of the long lengths of the crackle quartz shards, and these are all top drilled. So you need to just find the hole, which you can normally, if you struggle to find the hole in a gemstone like crackle quartz, if you just peer at it, you can see there'll be a line running through, just about visible. There's a line running through where the hole's running through. So I've taken a length of, this is 0.8 wire, about 12 inches of it, and just passed it through the hole in the gemstone, okay? Now, I need to centralise that because I'm now going to make a bail. So simply warm the wire a little and put lots of tension. Hold the gemstone really, really hard and really give it a good pull on the wire to warm it slightly so that you can get a nice twist on it. And then with forefinger and thumb, you just need to pinch, hopefully sort of as central as you can get with the top of the gemstone. And then give that gemstone a quick twist. Now, as you turn that gemstone, the hand that's holding the wire, just slightly start to move it very slowly. I've got the wire in my right hand, so I'm moving it towards the right quite slowly in order to get this sort of barley twist.
I like that.
Yeah, you'll get a nice if you turn the wire, you won't get a nice solid twist. And the resultant sort of proof of the correct twist is if you can hand the gemstone, hold the gemstone up, like it, because this is a perfect tiara twist. If you hold it upright like that, it will stand.
Lovely.
Okay? So what I need to do now is take my round nose pliers and just a couple of twists up, do a wrapped loop. So I push away, then I slightly open the pliers and flick my wrist away so that both the prongs are now facing me. Bring it back through 180 degrees towards me. Again, put some tension on the wire to warm it and smooth it out. Take the pliers out, pop them back where they fit, because these are graduated pliers, so put it back where it fits, and then taking the excess, just twist it around. If you hold the excess wire right at the very end, you'll get a much better and nicer swing at it, okay? So I've just taken that twist down to where it meets the framework at the top of the gemstone, and then just snip that off.
Lovely.
Now we're coming to the fun bit. I'm using, these will probably all fly away now.
Yes, do be careful you don't sneeze.
Yeah, please. I've got these glorious indigo blue flakes here, and I'm using the flitter glue, which Elle's going to bring in
okay, so whilst as Linda is bringing you these right now, let's show you what we're talking about. They're called mega flakes, and we've got them in 3 different colours here. 3 different colours, including your silver, including your autumn blaze, as you can see it's got lovely reds in there as well, which is fantastic, and also your Manchester tart.
No,
that is
a great name.
It is. It is a great name for it. I love it. It always makes me smile.
Yeah.
Always makes me smile. Which is really like a 3-tone, I suppose. You've got the silver, the gold, and the rose gold kind of colours in there, and you'll find, that's what we said. Careful not to sneeze. They are quite literally like gold leaf.
They are, very much so, and they operate exactly like
gold leaf. So the 3 pots will last you ages, absolutely ages, because you'll see when Linda demonstrates, you only need really a couple of flakes to, certainly for the piece that you're about to see, to actually finish it off. Comes with these lovely sponges, which do create texture as well, but also you need for putting on, if I step out the way ever so slightly, there we go, for actually putting on the flakes themselves, and you'll need the glue. This is the glue, flitter glue. Look, great names.
They are great names, yeah.
Great names. Is this basically like a PVA glue?
Yes, it is, but it's incredibly, it doesn't, you know, when you use a glue, what I've done is I've taken a few drops of the glue and I've put it onto a little plastic pot, because I'm using a paintbrush to access the glue onto the gemstone. And what I found is that it doesn't skin over immediately, okay?
Yeah.
It gives you enough time to coat the gemstone, probably 2 or 3 times, before it starts to become really tacky. But then, having said that, it took literally an hour from the time I gilded the flakes and thought, well, that's finished now. I left it for an hour and it was done.
Okay.
So it's sort of easy to work with, but it sets relatively quickly too.
Fantastic. And it is designed to be used with these flakes as well, and does actually dry transparent too. Now let's bring that deal price point in for you. So this is everything you need, and you can use your glitter for so many different things, embellishing and whatnot. Should be £23.80. However, today, price reduction for all 3 pots as well. You are getting all 3, the silver, the autumn blaze, and also your Manchester tart, also with the glue, £17.95. You can use these on picture frames. You can use this as for card making.
It's quite infinite, really. Wherever you want to sort of gild or glitter, then this works perfectly. And as Elle said, if you're a card maker, which I used to be, and I still make the occasional cards, it's absolutely brilliant. What I love about this glitter is it's in these little sort of sheets.
Yeah.
So it's great for application, and you actually, you know, when you use very fine glitter, you do tend to lose a lot of it.
Yes, of course.
But this is very easy to apply, and it sits where you want it to.
Do you know what it reminds me of? If anyone's, we're getting more crafty today. I don't think craft has been more fashionable than it is right now. Recently, anyway.
No, I agree. Yes.
Over the sort of last decade. Yeah, so upcycling is something which is really on trend, and that's in your home decor and everything like that. So imagine you've got an old frame, maybe one which is a little bit dated. You can use these on your frames just to replicate sort of a re-gilded maybe style frame. It should just be beautiful.
I'm sort of fairly tempted. I've got an old chest of drawers. It's a really old pine chest of drawers that's really weathered now. And I sort of looked at it when I came out of the house this morning, and I thought, you know, I could upcycle that with this, even if I just put a little sort of diamond shape on the top drawer or something.
Lovely.
Somewhere that's not going to take a lot of handling.
Yeah, wonderful.
So really, whatever you want to do.
Whatever, yeah, it is, like you said, infinite. Okay, so how do we use these wonderful flakes?
Okay, well, as I say, I've got a paintbrush here that I'm using just because it gives me more opportunity to apply, excuse me, the glue, and then apply the glitter exactly where I want it to be. So, as I said, just with my paintbrush, I'm just going to apply it around. I've put the wire through first because I really want
excuse me,
to sort of coat the whole thing. So it's drying out quite quickly in the studio.
So we've never done this before on air, have we?
I don't think we have.
I've never seen it be done.
I don't think we have.
Love it. So just literally you're painting the gemstone.
I'm just literally painting the gemstone. So I'm just going to leave it. It's quite rough application. Nothing particularly tidy about it. As I say, because of the aircon, the glue is becoming tackier quicker than it did at home, to be honest. And then I just take, with my tweezers, there we go, a little sheet. You see how big that is?
They are little sheets, aren't they?
Yeah,
they are very fine sheets.
And it works exactly. I used to work a lot with gold leaf on cakes, edible gold leaf, and it works exactly the same. So as you bring it down and on to whatever you're gilding, just let it sit there for a while. And then I popped it down with my tweezers, okay, and pushed it down slightly. And then if I could possibly borrow one of those little sponges.
You can borrow a sponge?
I have no idea what I've done with mine. I bought them, but I have no idea. And then gently, just let it to adhere, okay? Don't worry at all about if you do tend to break it, its effect. And each one will have a different effect. If it's a little bit raised, it's fine, it's lovely. If you want it flatter, then just keep applying it more. And then take the tweezers. When it's gone off a little, you can then pull away with the tweezers. Your excess, okay? A pair of tweezers is quite useful to have. If you've got the toolkit, JM's toolkit, you'll find the same pair of tweezers in there. And then again, apply a little bit more glue around the edge. Again, I'm just going to go around the back, and we're going to do exactly the same. You can just see how easy it is.
I love it though, because I'm thinking you don't have to have a huge amount of skill with this.
No, you don't have to have any skill.
And take that as, I don't mean that as an insult. It's something that we can.
There's no skills at all. If you can use a paintbrush and the glue and a pair of tweezers, even if you haven't got any tweezers, you can just pick up this because it's such large leaves.
So high end though, looking the actual finished result.
Yeah, exactly. I do apologise that the aircon's tending to blow. I'm amazed that there's still any in the pot at all. But just keep processing it down like that the whole time. Just cover. At this point, don't worry about the fact. You see, I've got a huge. Look at the size of this one. It's enormous. Just lay it on. And then you can dab. You can go in with your hands then.
Now, everybody, just while Linda is getting rid of the excess there, phone lines are open. Do you know what? I totally forgot. I haven't been counting the chicks either. No. Okay, so phone lines are open. How many chicks did you see throughout the course of this hour? This one on your screens does not count, by the way. Now, first person in will be the winner. Text us. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. It's chosen at random. I beg your pardon. Your name, your customer number, and your answer to JM Studio 60777. So, good luck, everybody. There we go. Phone lines are open now. Go, 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 go. I love the little chicks. They're so cute, aren't they?
They really are.
Really, really adorable. So, how are you doing?
So we've got a level on, a layer on, I should say. Okay. So you can then go back to the flitter glue and take a small amount, and then what I would do, I'm going to do this on air now, but it might be a disaster. But what I would do, once that first layer's on, I would give it about half an hour before to dry off a bit, and then apply another coat. Okay. So we can apply another coat. Around, just dab it on.
Because you don't want to move it off what you've originally positioned it.
This will happen now. It only needs half an hour, 20 minutes at the most. So you just apply another coat, and then obviously exactly the same thing again. just take another sheet of glitter and
you just keep
lay
building
it on.
it up.
You can keep building it up. You'll know when to stop, but you know, if you want it to be completely luxurious.
It looks like sort of 24 karat gold, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So basically, it's something that you can play with. You can keep on tapping away with it. You can have it as smooth, or you can have it elevated if you want. Now, if you like these little rough elevations, when the whole thing is completely dry, just touch the ends, the little sort of shards that stick up. Just touch the ends with a little bit more glue. Okay. I mean, obviously, this is an immediate thing on air, and I haven't got the luxury of waiting for the whole thing to dry. But you can see from the finished piece there, I've probably applied 3 or 4 layers, and then it's simply a matter when that's completely dry, you can, halfway through the drying period, so after about 15 minutes, go in and smooth down a little bit more, and obviously reapply more glue if you want to, just to keep those little edges in. Once it's completely dry, you don't need to varnish it or anything like that. The glue itself
will act as a
varnish and a grip, and then it's simply a matter then of applying putting on a little jump ring and then attaching it to a chain or whatever else. This is a little bit roughly finished at the moment, but then it's not finished if you
you need time to sort of smooth it all down.
But that is just totally the application. There's no more little points to that. Just simple. Oh, that's the one that Elle's got. So
amazing! You can see the end result. It just literally is like sort of 24 karat gold encasing just one of those gemstones, just the one. Fabulous! Don't forget, fingers crossed, you might be in the windshield with a chance of actually winning these wonderful pieces. I've certainly got my eyes on a few of the designs there, but no, that's down to you. Now we've got time to squeeze in one more chance, which is some of our Jewellery Maker tools. Now our Jewellery Maker tools are made to last. They are without shadow of a doubt sort of your professional quality. Now these are the sort of extra long length which helps anybody that has got dexterity issues, that maybe suffers with discomfort from any tools they might have used in the past. Because the longer length, basically you're not going to have that pressure point, are you, in the centre of your palm. Now, you're getting all 3 of these. I'll show you which ones are which. The side cutter pliers, extra long, also means you can get real precision cutting.
Exactly.
So you can get into nooks and crannies with these, can't you?
You can.
That was crannies. I did say crannies. Side cutter pliers in the extra long. Then you've also got the, let me see, the bent nose pliers. Now what do we use our bent nose pliers for?
Well, exactly the same actually. It's more of a precision tool that you can, jump rings. I use my bent nose pliers for jump rings really. If I'm attaching a jump ring to something and I need a pair of flat nose pliers and I need another plier, essentially a couple of pairs of bent nose pliers would be great. And it just, a tool is an extension of your hand. But if you've got a tool, you get far more precision through the hands.
Absolutely. So that really is about getting into the nooks and crannies, really, isn't it?
Yeah, nooks and crannies.
Absolutely. It does. I mean, because sometimes even your fingers can't get in there, can they?
No, they can't. Well, they certainly can't.
Yeah, especially if you're into your sort of delicate, detailed work. And last but by no means least, you've also got your flat nose pliers. I mean, these are your essentials, Linda, aren't they?
They are. They're very much your essentials, and from my point of view, it is a good idea to invest in a good tool, because to be honest, at the end of the day, your finished product is very reliant on the tools that you use.
Yes.
So, you know, invest in the best that you can afford, because tools of this level are an investment, as far as I'm concerned, as a jewellery maker, because they're what, you know, I've got a myriad of tools at home, but there is only probably 10% of those tools I use, because they're the ones that work best for me.
Absolutely, with your comfort grip as well. So again, we're thinking about the quality of making these. You'll be absolutely amazed. Our target price for all 3 of these should be £17.85. We were just saying, we did say the word investment, not the case here. Not today though either. You're getting all 3. You haven't got to choose. You are getting all 3 Not £17.85 today. That's £3.32 each.
If you do some research and look in one of these large creative sort of craft stores, as it were, you know, you're going to find tools are very expensive.
Very expensive, yeah, especially the ones like you're saying here that are, you know, the really professional ones.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, until you've used the tool, you're not quite sure whether it's not the word tactile. What's the word? With your hands. Oh, the word's gone. I'm sorry. When you know the tool like sits beautifully in your hand. Now, if the tool sits well in the hand and it's got a good grip on it and it's easily manipulated, that's when you get the finished product right.
Absolutely, it is really important, and especially as many of our jewellery makers like to make for hours and hours and hours on end, because once you've got your mojo, you want to stay with that, don't you?
Very much
so you don't want your tools to be preventing you just because you've got maybe a bit of pain in the pressure points. Well done. Stay where you are though. That's an incredible deal. I'm just thinking, my mum, I'm getting these from my mum.
Yeah.
She suffers with dexterity issues as well. Now, how many chicks? I wasn't paying attention, were you? That's the problem with me. I've got an attention span of a flea. And I'm probably insulting fleas.
Well, I'm the attention span of a fish, and I'm definitely insulting fish.
So, what is the answer? How many chicks did you see? There were 6.
6 chicks.
6 little chicks. And the winner is, chosen at random, Amanda Saint. Congratulations, my lovely. You have won all of these beautiful pieces of jewellery that Linda has created from this wonderful kit.
Wow, I thought it was one piece.
No.
Wow. Oh, gosh.
Oh, am I right in saying that? No, all of it.
Wow.
Not one piece.
You've got Swiss blue topaz, you've got peridot, you've got sterling silver, you've got a morganite ring. Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. You've also got that the calibrated solitaire ring.
Goodness me.
Wow, enjoy, Amanda, and congratulations. Now, there is more chances to win Linda's wonderful jewellery in the 11 o'clock hour, so make sure you're ready. If you're thinking, oh, I want to count the chickens, 11 o'clock hour.
Wow, I'm going to count them myself.
Yeah, you'll probably be better at it than we are. But we've got star buys coming your way, incredible bundles, those amazing Labradorites. I've never seen a cut like it. They're like pendulums.
They are absolutely exquisite.
Yeah, beautiful pendulums. They're coming up with labradorescence like you would not believe. I've got Burmese sapphire coming your way. I've got a duo of chrome diopside coming up, plus so much more. Plus more of the Linda Bromwell, who's always a delight to see. Happy Easter, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We're back after this.
Hello, I'm Colin Wagstaff. I'm the new Managing Director of Jewellery Maker. So please join me on Monday, and it's Bank Holiday Monday. We're going to have some fantastic gemstones and, of course, some fantastic deals. So please join me, Bank Holiday Monday at Jewellery Maker. Don't miss out.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Come and join guest designer Mark Smith with his fantastic DVD Chips and Nuggets with Wire. Mark guides you through everything you need to know to create these stunning pieces. From the tools that you will use to different types of wire and the gorgeous gemstones featured, it's like having a personal tutor in your living room.
When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for the home show, where we'll be demonstrating how to apply your favourite technique to accessorise your home.
Chrome diopside, which as the name suggests, gets its vivid green colours from chromium. It's not a particularly well-known gemstone. Diopside, or sometimes known as Russian diopside, was first discovered in the early 1800s and derives its name from the Greek words dis and ops, meaning two-faced, in reference to the two ways of orientating the gem before cutting. Diopside is unusual in that it has perfect cleavage in two directions. To see more of this incredible gemstone, stay tuned to us.
Happy Easter, everybody! We were saying earlier on this morning, just, isn't it a wonderful time of year? Wonderful time of year. I think it's just really, after Christmas, where it's been a little bit dull and subdued weather-wise, starts looking a little bit more rejuvenated. Anyway, and new and fresh. Speaking of, talking about new, this is not just a new strand. This is a new cut to me, because these are effortless, sizable, significant pendulums. You can almost imagine one, just one, on an elongated chain, sterling silver, showing off all of its wonderful phenomena effect, and really, really grabbing the attention of admirers walking by. We've said, and myself most certainly recently, that Labradorite is a designer gemstone, and what I mean by that is many of the big designers out there are favouring Labradorite because it's captivating, isn't it? It's no surprise that it's one of our biggest sellers here at Jewellery Maker, because it has the ability, and I'll just single one out, the one which literally came closest to me, to bring you this optical effect that is called labradorescence. Look at how every single one of those wonderful facets and cuts enhance the gemstone's natural ability to play with light. Now, in a graduated strand, you're getting wonderful, multiple, they're not prisms to me, these are pendulums. These are so sizable, and I'll hold them out as well, so sizable that they could be used in interior decorations, not just in your jewellery. And a massive, massive carat weight. We only have 52 of these available. It's a brand new cut, well, certainly to me, I've not seen this before. It's only bringing you a whole new dimension now of labradorescence across the surface, don't you think? Aren't they amazing? Linda, you can have such a simple technique with these and have such an effective piece of jewellery.
You certainly can. I mean, just one of them attached to a jump ring and then on sort of a chain, whether it's a fine chain or whether it's a significant chain, it would look just as dramatic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And again, I often say on air, but I really love dramatic jewellery.
Yeah.
And this would really provide a lot of drama. Yeah, it's still very sophisticated and sleek and wearable.
They really are, aren't they? You can imagine. I've got a certain designer pendant, which is, it's not a gemstone, it's basically what I would describe as a lump of sterling silver, basically. And it's this kind of shape. On a snake chain. It was hundreds of pounds. I'd much prefer to have this than that, to be honest, on some sterling silver. You know the technique that you've just done with the silver gild?
Just about to say it, yes. I mean, if you, with the silver, perhaps the silver that was in the silver would be good. Or if you've got, there is a midnight blue.
Oh gosh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, make it very different, very unique.
You've got, can I count them as well? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 here.
Wow.
13, and in my eyes they're 13 pendants, or because that, you know, that none of them are small. 22 by 10 millimeters is the smallest size. Every single one is producing that wonderful Labrador essence. Again, what I'm looking at will be different to what you're looking at right now. I mean, I'm looking at golds and pinks down this side here. Then I'm looking at gorgeous blues down this side here. Sharon Essex, hi Elena. Are they heavy? As wondering about the smaller ones for earrings. Do you know what? No, I'd comfortably wear one of these as a pair of earrings. I mean, yes, there's weight behind them, but not so much so that it's going to really pull down the eardrum. Because I know what you're meaning, Sharon, because I hate it when you can actually see the weight of the earring pulling at the earlobe. You don't want that, really. No, these are definitely easy to turn into a pair of earrings, and comfortable earrings as well. Top drilled, we need to bring that price tag in for you. Good question, thank you for that, Sharon. Brand new, not just Labradorite, a brand new cut. And I don't want to call them prism pencils, I want to call them pendulums, because you can actually imagine these, even actually in sort of your interior design. Again, I'm going to show you every single one for the quality of Labrador essence. That's working out at about £3 each. About £3 only. I mean, that's tiny amounts. Oh, look. They're stunning, aren't they? Absolutely stunning. I'm a very basic jewellery maker. I'm a bit of a lazy jewellery maker, to be honest. I'd be looking at these and thinking straight away, yeah, all I need to do is a little wrap loop. And I've created something absolutely wonderful, which is going to look even better in natural daylight. $39.95 only for all of these gorgeous faceted pendulums with the Labrador essence that we aspire to. Hello to you, Argalsha, Pamela. Hello to you, Claire and Sophia and Marilyn and Jane and Jenny and Patricia and Carol and Linda and Valerie and Kathy. Well done. I've got people choosing to multi-buy, and that's savvy shopping in my eyes, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring you the pendulums again. I'm going to go straight into another Easter deal, folks, so stay on those phone lines. Don't check out. Don't check out, do check out. Don't leave them in your basket, because there were less than 50 of those available. Now I'm going to bring you, is it this really long strand? Okay. Straight into your next Easter deal. Check out, check out, check out. Forgive me for questioning, but I was like, is it this one? And the reason why I asked is because we've almost got ½ a metre here. Almost 38 centimetres of Burmese spinel. Why am I emphasising, sapphire. Why am I, do you know, that speaks volumes as well, the fact that I've just tripped up over those words, and I'll tell you why in a second. Why am I emphasising Burmese? As a country of origin, it is regarded as one of the finest for gemstones. It's like your Ceylon, it's like Colombia, it's like Tanzania. Certain locations have got that respectability straight away. Many gemologists will travel and source gemstones solely from those locations or shores because of the quality and calibre of gemstones that come from those localities, whether it be for their intensity of colour, their diaphanity, their clarity, the quality of the faceting. All of the above is without shadow of a doubt true about Burma. Now, if you've heard of Burmese ruby, then you'll already be going, yeah, Elena, and I know what price tags they can command. Every time I've actually sold Burmese ruby in the past, and I'm going back, you know, since I started selling jewellery and gemstones, every bone in my body, still to this day, whenever I see that country of origin, I'm not saying that's what determines the value and price point, but it certainly straight away makes my ears sort of pick up. You think of 4-figure, even 5-figure price tags, because Burma, whether it's ruby, whether it's sapphire, whether it's zircon, whatever the gemstone might be, is infamous for producing colour like this. Team that wonderful colour with the diaphanity which tends to come from within those the soils, and you will be absolutely stunned. So yes, straight away, the reason why I tripped up on those words and said Burmese spinel is because Burmese spinel, Burmese ruby tend to be the two gemstones that we talk about from this location, as in the ones which are a little bit more frequently seen, shall we say. Burmese sapphire, I don't get to bring you every single day, and yet it exudes that quality, that intensity, that diaphanity, that sparkle, that brilliance of the former named gemstones. Now, we have got a substantial quantity, and I'm amazed that this has not actually, one strand has not been separated into two. You've got 38 centimetres of faceted rondelles from, as natural as it comes, by the way, just as a little bit of heat treatment, which actually many don't regard as an industry standard treatment or as a treatment itself, a gemstone, because it doesn't actually change the gemstone hugely, just intensifies it somewhat. Many will be thinking straight away, my goodness, is this something that I'm going to have to really invest in? Is it going to be more of a considered purchase? Well, yeah, it should be. And most retailers would bring it to you at a considered price tag, but we're not most. Our target price is $39.95. That's our target price for one of the longest strands of sapphire from whatever locality, but not your Easter deal price today. Now again, we're not talking 10%, 15%, 20%. We've taken a full crisp orange note and put it back into your pocket, $29.95 for one of the longest length strands of sapphires that I think we've actually got within the vault. It just so happens to be from one of the most amazing locations. I mean, very few people on this planet, and I do mean that, and I'm sure Linda, you'll agree with me. Very few people can say they own Burmese gemstones.
Yeah, very few people. I mean, just possibly due to the turmoil that's happened in the country over the many decades, etc., and that we're just now being allowed to perhaps attain these fantastic gemstones. Again, it's just that type of a strand for me, because of everything that I've just said, is a real privilege to own, to be truthful.
It is, and I think you still need to be careful where you're sourcing your Burmese gemstones from. Yeah. Make sure you're buying them from an ethical supplier, which we absolutely are, not just sort of environmentally, but obviously with the people as well, so the communities themselves. Very, very, very important to us. $29.95, and we've got a huge quantity. I'm going to be getting involved in this opportunity because I don't own Burmese sapphire. I've got a Burmese spinel, but I don't own Burmese sapphire.
No, I've got I think it's a ruby I've got, but I have no sapphire in Burma at all.
Incredible, isn't it? And yet, what, £30?
It is. There's a television programme. I don't think it's on just at the minute, but it's about hunting for gems, and you know, it's hard work. Getting these gemstones out of the ground and getting them over to us. There's a lot of time, there's a lot of energy, and there's a lot of hard work involved. And I think when you actually perceive that price of just under £30, it's difficult to
Yeah,
you
it
know,
doesn't
isn't
connect,
it?
does
It doesn't
it?
connect at all.
It really doesn't connect. Okay, I've got to move on because it's another Easter deal. I did mention at the beginning of the show that if you're watching today and you're not wanting to treat yourself, then you best avert your eyes, because we have shoehorned so much in. We've had incredible pendants, we've had those beautiful charms, complete necklaces, we've had wonderful designer inspiration brand news in, the Labradorite just, the Burmese sapphire just. How about we bring you one of the most infamous, known, regal gemstones. Yes, you do need this, Kim, absolutely. Birthstones on this entire planet. Many of you will be saying straight away, I know what gem you're talking about, Elena. Many of you will. If you loved the Tanzanite earlier on in that complete sterling silver set, I'll show you the sterling silver first. You get two of these beautiful chains which are attached to a connector which is coming up. They both have got the jump rings on either end. Then you've also got, let me just tip this out, then you've also got your very designer-esque brushed silver, sterling silver charm, just like so. Then you also have got your lobster claw, can you see that, which easily connects. If you've just got that tool bundle that we brought you, fantastic, you're away. Then you also have, and I'll pop these before the front of my hand actually, open jump rings, which you can see on tutorials how to use those. But this is the crown jewels for me. This is the one. If you got hold of that gorgeous Tanzanite, that wonderful garnet, then you're going to want to get this too. It is one of the most significantly sizable solitaires that I've ever brought you in a round brilliant cut. Magnified almost, gives you the illusion of an even bigger size, which is big anyway, 1.81 carats, as you can see, with that beautiful sterling silver bezel setting. Amethyst of this quality, which has got all of that intensity of saturation, faceted so beautifully to, again, to bring out those lovely colours, to enhance the secondary hues of blues and pinks that come through, with over 4 grams of sterling silver. Over 4 grams. Now, we had a sellout in this same design in Tanzanite earlier on. I think we had a sellout of the garnet earlier on. And the reason for that is because it's inconceivable. For us to purchase this one gemstone here alone, and I'm going to guess, and I haven't looked at the country of origin, but just because of the saturation, I'm going to say that's potentially Zambian, just because you have got that real velvety purple, and of course the wonderful faceting as well. For us to source that one solitaire, I think it's highly, highly doubtful that we'd be able to, what we're about to bring it to you on your screens at. Now, we have got a matching pendant coming up as well. Incredibly, for all of the sterling silver, for that beautiful charm, for the lengths of chain, for the amethyst of 1.81 carats, we should be $19.95. But we are going to honour the price point that we brought you earlier in the garnet. £14.95. Linda, you know, when you just think, how is it possible?
Yeah, but it's a bit of a statement, but I feel it's only possible here at Jewellery Maker.
I do as well, and that's not us sort of blowing our own trumpets.
No,
it's genuinely what we believe.
But then, I know Jewellery Maker prices, but like when Kim is producer, I still get really shocked.
Absolutely. We never ever get complacent, do we?
No, never.
Those of you that are thinking, how are you doing it then, Elle? It's how we buy our gemstones. We often travel to the locations directly, and again, we've got cutting houses that we're associated to. All of that cuts out so many middlemen. The fact that we can, that so many will be sold in a short space of time, basically, that's how we are bringing you the real deal. And I would certainly suggest you downloading a certificate of authenticity, just because of the quality and calibre of the gemstone. It's going to tell you the cuts, etc. For any of you February babies out there, how easy would it be to create yourself a wonderful birthstone bracelet, one that maybe you never need take off? I've got the matching pendant coming up as well. You know, that pendant, that one we were saying, is surpassing many of the big designers. In fact, I'm going to go straight into that because I think many of you will be wanting to get the both. Stop permitting, Linda. I'm getting involved.
Yes, definitely. I mean, birthstone jewellery is incredibly popular.
Yeah.
Incredibly popular. I mean, even if you don't actually sell your jewellery, just as a gift.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at just under £15, when you imagine what else you could buy for £15, but you've given somebody something that is their birthstone, it's something that they can wear and something that they can treasure, and perhaps even hand down to children.
Oh gosh, without doubt.
You know,
and at this price tag, you wouldn't be too concerned about giving it to younger children, would you?
It's thoughtful. It's got a lot of thought behind it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people might not even know what their birthstone is.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that is very, very true.
It's just such a lovely, lovely gift.
Okay. An amethyst, even if it's not your birthstone, to be honest.
Absolutely. Amethyst is one of those gemstones that everybody recognises. The lady I go to have my nails done, she is draped in amethyst and she cannot get enough.
No, I
amethyst.
bet. It's the first colour gemstone that I bought myself as well, just because it is available in the market. You know, it is what we call a mainstream gemstone. The most valuable is this rich, deep intensity, and my goodness, you've got it here. We had this very same design earlier on with the garnet, and hugely popular. I mean, how much would you expect for a pendant, which this is a pendant? If I just turn it like so, it's very easy for you to sort of loop a chain straight through there. You've also got the 925 stamp, which shows you that it is, of course, solid precious metal. We were talking about the curves and stylization of this heart. It's a 5-piece set, but what would you expect to pay for the pendant on its own? I was referring to the fact my sister had a diamond heart pendant, almost exactly the same, and she paid £200, and that was with a staff cost discount, if you like, going back, well over 10 years ago. And I absolutely love it. And that was a designer piece of jewellery. Just so, I mean, I'm thinking, okay, it might be a little bit late, but what a lovely Easter gift this would be for like my niece or my sister-in-law, or future mother-in-law. What a lovely gift this would be. And a really designer piece of jewellery. You know, even the angles that you've got of the sterling silver, how they curve, is only going to play with the light, and just how substantial it is as well. Don't forget that you have got 24 carats of your genuine amethyst, and then over 5.5 grams of sterling silver across the chain, across the pendant, across the 925 lobster claw clasp, and the actual jump rings. So easy to construct. And I'm going to let you into a sort of bit of inside information. We are not allowed to sell something which is a complete finished piece of jewellery, because our very close associates, if you like, because we don't want to be in competition with them. So we'll bring it to you in separate components like this, but there is a certain price point that we can't go over. Now, fantastic. That's fantastic for you. We should be at $19.95. However, most retailers will be bringing it to you at a much, much, much higher price point. So we don't actually. You're going to have to invest a little bit of time. Not much, marginal, a few minutes maybe at best to construct this entire pendant. If you're buying right now and you're dialing right now, it's just $14.95. Linda, I would desperately be on the phone lines right now, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, desperately. And I think, to be honest, it's one of those things where you might regret it if you don't.
Yeah, I think you would.
You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee anyway, but I think it is one of those things that you think, oh, I wish I'd have done that.
Well, it's one of those you think, you'd look back if you haven't, then you go, why didn't I? Why didn't I?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
what stopped me?
Because
Because I think you could, even if you bought this and did nothing to it, sell it at $14.95. Have you only just registered the price?
Yeah.
It's so funny because Linda literally just went, I was talking to Linda like this, and then all of a sudden she went, it's like you only just clocked it.
I have honestly only just really registered. I mean, I can't even remember what the, I'm not good with remembering what prices of previous items were, so that came as another little shock. There's absolutely no chance if you go to any of the major charm brands, or not even the major charm brands, substantial jewellery chains or jewellery shops. There's just
no way.
If there is, let me know.
Yeah, well, exactly.
But,
we'd like to know about it, to be honest, but I highly doubt it. And please, just for the necklace on its own, if you bought that and you're watching for the very first time and maybe put it on one of those very big auction sites, I'm absolutely certain you'd get more than £14.95
absolutely
for
convinced. And also, even if you don't want to perceive this or have this as a birthstone piece, it's still an exquisite, or it is an exquisite piece of jewellery.
Oh, I'm buying it. Stop permitting.
Yeah, exactly. Loads of people go out and buy an amethyst pendant, won't they? And they won't say, oh, that's because it's my birthstone. No, it's because it's a gorgeous piece of jewellery. It's because it's a beautiful, genuine gemstone, and it has got that lovely colour. Now, we launched this the other week, Kim and I, and I was saying about how rare it is to get. Amethyst is a mainstream gemstone. It comes in different colours. You can have pink, you can have green, which is called Peridot. You can have bicoloured amethyst as well, Rose de France. I was talking about how rare it is to get that really intense colour and to get it in this size. Now, we launched it only last week, Kim and I, and we only have 17 remaining. Now, sorry, 77 remaining, because we had a massive quantity. But I recall clear as day, Kimbo, what we did with this. Right, all right, Jewellery Maker friends, free phone telephone number, punch those digits, be there, even if you don't press your option 1 as of yet. Those of you that are with me on the web, just be ready and poised to check out as soon as you possibly can, because maybe you didn't see this being launched the other day. I can remember what we did. Thank you, because I can already see you on those phone lines, already see you on the web. Now, just you don't have to confirm as of yet. Just wait until you see, but just so you're poised and ready, because it is going to have an absolutely frantic response. It's such a rare opportunity to get Zambian amethyst, well, any location of amethyst rather, of this colour, that intensity. We talk about sort of luxury and velvety saturations, regalities of this gemstone, of that size. We've got 77 of these available. I'm not even stopping there. How many of you are going, click, check out, pressing your option 1? Yeah. That's what I can remember it clear as day. And you think about how many different gemstones and gemstone strands I see on a daily basis. Hundreds, absolutely hundreds. Yeah, I can remember that this was going to be at £6.95. There are so many of you with this in your baskets. £6.95, Linda. Is it any surprise that I've actually remembered the price of this one strand? Any surprise? No, no, not at all.
And I've been ill since then. I've slept since then.
Yeah, you have. You definitely have. Again, what can I say? The price doesn't match the product in any way, shape or form.
No.
So, but then, as Elle has said, these are the genuine deal.
It's a genuine deal for 77 of you.
Exactly.
If you're number 78 on those phone lines, that's why I said be there. Be there. It's almost all sold out. For example, Elena, Jacqueline, Susan, Marilyn, Mandy, Ashifa, Lorraine, Somerset, Manchester, Mary, another Elena, Berkshire, Marie, Ellen, Judith, Lorraine. If you don't check out, you stand absolutely zero chance. It's pretty much sold out already. Well done. Whew. Now, moving on to all of this, 59 of these. I almost want to have a little bit of sort of rocky music in the background, because I think it's going to be sort of, it's one of those competitive opportunities. You don't have to have your fists. Stop doing that, Al. Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'm going to make sure I'm going to be one of those 59. You've got a reel of beautiful, again, those charms that we had earlier on, Linda.
Yeah, definitely.
The snogging charms, Linda's referred. Sorry, Kim's just referred to them. The snogging charms. Well, I don't think it was snogging. Smoochy charms. Yeah. They're so adorable. Imagine. Oh, look at the luster. Now you're getting 10 meters of your silver-plated, so precious metal over your beautiful brass. And again, a stylized heart, one of my favorite chains that we actually commission here. I've certainly brought it in different colors, like your antique bronze, always very, very popular. The silver is our most popular, excuse me, and biggest seller of your precious metals. Already loads of you with me. There are how many? 59. Yes, or there were 59. And you were first. Well done, my lovely. Christine, Marina, Catherine, Elizabeth, Somerset, another Christine, Marilyn, another Christine, another Christine. Are you serious? There's Christine in Lincolnshire, there's Christine in Leicestershire, Christine in Hertfordshire. Wow, lots of Christines, plus many others. Okay, 10 meters of this beautiful chain. Are you ready? Less than £1.30 per metre. And out of a metre, you're going to get what?
Out of a metre, you're going to get a necklace, bracelets, an ankle chain, numerous pairs of earrings.
Well, I reckon you're probably going to get, yeah.
Out of a metre, that is.
That's a lot of pieces of jewellery out of 1 metre alone.
Yeah. It's also incredibly useful to have reels of chain because, as I demonstrated in my workshop yesterday, is the fact that sometimes you just need a length of chain to come up to the clasp at the back.
Yeah.
So it's really useful having it on a reel.
Yeah, without shadow of a doubt. And I love that chain. That's I think it's just because of the romance behind it, I suppose. Well done. Looking like it's going to be a sellout again. Tons of you with it in your baskets. Moving on, because should we stick with? This has only been on your screens twice before. Comes in this lovely box, not since before Christmas, by the way. It's at the very end of the last year. It's a reorder, and it is your star. Oh, I shouldn't have shaken it. Sorry. Oh no, I didn't realise it was all open. Hang on, let me just tip it all out. Oh gosh, there's loads. Hang on, we've got 98 of these available, which is definitely not going to be enough. The length of chain is 50 centimetres. 50 centimetres, you've got your toggle, your heart toggle, all of your jump rings, and all of these beautiful little star charms, which I'll hold up for you as well. So, and there are 100 of the charms, 100 of the jump rings, and of course one big beautiful toggle. I reckon these could be used as a source of branding as well. I'm thinking you don't have to put them all into one piece of jewellery. Whilst you've got the demonstration and the instructions there, so great for beginners. All you need is a few tools, basically. But this could be, you know, your branding.
Yeah, it could be your signature, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like Roberto Coin uses a ruby. Tiffany's & Co. stamp Tiffany's & Co., don't they? Chanel use those 2 C's. You could use a star. You've got 100 here. It's just not nearly enough. I mean, there's nothing stopping you stamping on them as well, is there?
No, not at all. No.
Love them. Come with the instructions as well of how to put together this beautiful piece of jewellery, but you don't have to invest all of the charms within this one if you don't want to. You could be buying it for the components. There are approximately 200 pieces, including the length of chain, including the toggle as you can see at the top of your screen, including all of those open jump rings, including 100 little beautiful stars. Love, love, love it. And again, straight away, lots of you on the phone lines making those confirmations. I'd be doing exactly the same. Gosh, I've just heard where this is going to. Oh, I've just heard, Kim just said, you've got 30 seconds. I've never heard you say that before. That was very authoritative. Very authoritative. Fair enough. You've got 30 seconds. I feel like we need to have a countdown clock on the screen. 6:95.
Amazing.
Well, I reckon they'd be gone within 30 seconds, Kimbo.
Yeah, so do I.
10 seconds are gone. Check out, because there's not going to be enough of these to go around. Wait, hang on. 200 findings effectively. That's working out at... I can't... My brain does not even commute that small.
What was the length of chain? I'm sorry.
The length of chain is 50 centimetres.
Right, amazing.
You've got the toggle clasp, 100 jump rings, 100, 30 seconds is up.
Yeah, no, that to me is more than a bracelet thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 50 centimetres of chain, you've got a necklace and your bracelet easily. More than enough charms.
Wow. I can't even, I still can't quite digest that how much it is each. No. I can't do, my brain's not great with maths anyway, but...
Well, even if you said, if it was it 6.95, even if that would only be 69p a star, and then you've got all the rest.
Yeah, everything else though as well. Okay, I have to say it. I have to do my Brummy accent.
Go on then.
Did she just shake her TikToks at me?
I even laughed with a Brummy laugh.
Kim's saying, I think that's the worst that you've ever done it. Really? Did I not sound very Birmingham then? Did she just shake her TikToks at me? Was that better? Is that better? Okay. Whenever I do that, honestly, most people cringe. To be honest, I'd cringe if I watch this back right now, because I know I've kind of got a mixture of Welsh and Birmingham, which is a funny combination. Already loads of you on the phone lines for your silver-plated rondelle tubes. Now, these are, we almost say it, they appear to be bottomless, don't they? Just because they go on and on and on. You've got 380 spaces here, and it's not like using a crimp cover. They have got that really consistent 360 degrees finish, so you're not really going to see joins there. They're real professional, and then you can see just how jam-packed they are. If I turn it like this, if I just show you the bottom, you can see just how many cover one layer, and then if I actually tilt it upwards, you can just see how, because I do think these tubes are very, tubes? What's a tube? These tubes, rather, are very, very deceptive, aren't they? Really, really deceptive. Now, I filmed a DVD with Sarah Elvin a few months ago, and you know, she made so many pieces of jewellery out of tubes like this. So many, and yet still had more to show during the demonstrations of the DVD as well. They're 4x3mm. If you could replicate some designer charm bracelets with these just by using them through some elastic.
Yeah, well, they are basically standalone or sit with.
Yes.
If you see what I mean. So you've got lots of opportunity with them, and they're amazing if you do a lot of soutache or textile work.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Textile work, they look beautiful sewn into textile pieces.
Gosh, that would look amazing. Yeah. When you see sort of embellished. A friend of mine, she put a picture, I thought very brave actually, but a friend of which let's just say she's not a shy girl. She's not a shy girl. She's off to Marbella with some of her friends, and she's bought, and I thought, gosh, the price of that bikini, there's no way I would pay it. But anyway, she did. And it's embellished with what I can only say is probably plastic. Certainly synthetic, gemstones and beads, but basically they're like this, and it's sort of across the cup. It looks amazing, and she's going to look at a knockout in it, but you know, you could do that yourself.
Exactly.
You could do that yourself, just sewing it on. Let's bring that price tag in for you, because these beautiful tubes, great way of preserving the quantity of your gemstones, should be coming your way at £10.95. However, it's Easter, it's the Easter weekend, Easter bank holiday. I hope you're enjoying. I hope the sun's shining out there. £8.95. again, just one of these either side of a gemstone, a rondelle, one of those prisms of labradorite that you had earlier on is really, really going to just add that finishing touch.
It certainly is, and from a standalone point of view, if you imagine the bubble bracelet or the bubble necklace, you've got so many in that tube anyway, to basically head pin onto a chain link, about 5 per chain link, and then just go along it like that. You've got plenty of beads there to do that. It's just the most amazing look.
It is a lovely look, yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
And you're not, you know, we talk about how sometimes you want your stash to be stocked, shall we say. Because otherwise, sometimes not having certain components hinders your creativity, doesn't it?
Well, it interrupts it, doesn't it?
Yes.
You know, and I must admit, sometimes spontaneously I'll have an idea and I might be out or something and I can't wait to get back to do it, but unfortunately when I get back I've lost the flavour of it, if you see what I mean. So if you've got something there and then ready to put your hands on, you can literally do it, or at least make the skeleton of it.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree. Well done. Now I've got time to squeeze in one more opportunity before your next Easter deal. Again, launch these, love them. You're getting both sides. It's the first time I've actually seen, I liken it to a Japanese flower. If you've ever looked at Japanese art, you know, the ones which tends to be on that rice paper and they use the brush strokes. This is the first time I've ever seen a gemstone actually be carved in such a reminiscent way. They are your beautiful shell, and they come in wonderful monochrome tones. It's like, you'll see why I refer to it as Japanese art. They're kind of like, to me, I can't think of the flower now. You know, that really big bud. Rhododendrons, is it maybe?
Yeah, there's rhododendrons, peonies that come.
Peonies, yeah, a really fat, full-bodied.
But also, like, you know, bougainvillea is very sort of blown and that. So it looks like all of the bougainvillea clumps, I should say, really. It's not petals. I'm not looking for petals. I'm looking for the actual bougainvillea, where they hang in.
Yeah, so amazing.
But I think you're right about that. Definitely right about the Japanese look, without a shadow of a doubt. So when I think of Japanese, I think of stylized art, ink brush art, and things like that, and that's exactly, that looks like ink brush flowers.
Curves, isn't it? And how they actually, I mean, even the writing itself, listen, I'm no expert, but the actual writing, just the slightest brush stroke makes a difference and translates a word. First time I've actually seen that maybe incorporated into a gem. Now, have to bring in that price tag, because lots of you are there. Of course, you'll get that wonderful chromatic shift of colour across the surface of the gemstone, $8.95 only. So flashes of pinks, beautiful greens and blues, and they are carved on the both sides as well, so not just the front but also on the reverse. I can remember bringing it to you only a few weeks ago and they were hugely popular, and that's why we've only got a limited quantity remaining. They're 20 by 20 millimeters, and again, being shell, they're very versatile. You can wear them in all different types of jewellery as well, can't you?
Being shell, it's got that sort of that beautiful nacre that a pearl has, that beautiful sheen on it, that sort of pearlescent look. Yeah. Because of the shell. But I can see cupcakes.
Do you know, that's so funny, because, Mike, you said cupcakes, didn't you?
I can see cupcakes.
You said cupcakes. So maybe you're thinking the same. How many saw cupcakes? I saw flowers.
It's perception, isn't it? It's
absolutely.
Like,
they're very unique. They're not. We haven't brought you anything quite like it before in this kind of carving. No, and it's going to go amazing with your next kit as well. It's going to go.
I was just about to say it's going to go wonderfully well. So if you love shell, if you love abalone shell,
get this as well.
Yes, definitely.
Get it as well. Now it is time for your next Easter deal. Gosh, so much. I tell you what, I can't shake my sticks at it. So make sure you do stay tuned, because the next one's up after this. Okay, to bring one strand, amazing. To bring two is just absolutely incredible. Now, I can remember the first time that this, I'm going to say this as in singular, or because it was purchased kind of like a parcel, basically, when this came into our vault. And I can remember clear as day, because the actual size of each individual gemstone is, to me, one of the biggest kind of like solitaires that you could buy. Those of you that know your chrome diopside, maybe have purchased it from elsewhere, have tuned into collection hours, or have looked at some of the big high-end jewellery establishments and what they sell it to, will know that sizes of 8x5mm do generally tend to be commissioned in your golds, like your sort of 9 carat, at least 14 carat, maybe even your 18 carat gold, with accenting diamonds or zircons, because chrome diopside rarely forms in anything over 50 points. That's exceedingly rare. And there's another reason why you rarely see chrome diopside in sizes and calibrations like this, is because it's a gemstone which suffers from what we call extinction. Now, it can be so dark that you lose the colour. So the bigger the gemstone, generally the darker the gemstone tends to be. That's why many lapidarists have to, it's not a case of, you know, can I have to facet it smaller so it actually holds on to those energetic colours. Now, exceedingly exciting that when we introduced these to the vault, or this rather, to our vault, straight away, myself and many of your fellow hosts and friends here at Jewellery Maker all have the same sentiment and agreement. Rare to get the big sizes like this, which are suffering from absolutely zero colour extinction whatsoever. You've got that energy, and this is totally natural. So if you've noticed chrome diopside, and I think I could probably count, I'm just trying to think desperately, what's the biggest chrome diopside that I've ever seen? I actually think it was about, I think it was 2.5 carats, and that was a one-of-a-kind 18 karat gold SI graded diamonds on the accents and sold for thousands of pounds. I think that's the biggest that I have ever seen, and that's on one occasion throughout my entirety of my jewellery career. So very exciting that I'm about to bring you this double luxury duo opportunity of this one parcel, which I was amazed that we welcomed into the vault just because of the sheer size of each of those solitaires. Now, coming your way at an Easter deal price point. I'm going to make a suggestion here. Now, you don't have to take me up on it, but it's just an idea. I'll make a suggestion. If you're getting involved right now, make yourself something amazing, and maybe some of your family members, and sell a few of these, just a couple, that's all you need to do, and I think you'll recuperate your costs within literally those few sales, just because chrome diopside is nigh on unaccessible at the moment. I'm not going to get too much into the mining of the gemstone currently, because I've spoken about it in the past, and if you've got any questions, do get in touch with me, but this is even more scarce than Tanzanite is currently. It could potentially even be more scarce than your Peridot tourmalines and your Alexandrite. Get it whilst you can. Should be $89.90. I believe that if you made an amazing piece of jewellery with some sterling silver wire and one of those gemstones and sold it at this price, then that's perfectly feasible and possible. I truly believe that. It's my personal opinion. So this is going to be an absolutely incredible Easter deal. Yeah, I get it. It's more considered, but the reality is one of those strands could sell way in excess of that. This is what I consider to be a parcel. How traders, gem traders, actually purchase their gemstones, where you've actually got a full quantity like this, which would be maybe folded up into some fine paper to protect the gemstones, to put them all onto one strand, let alone two, and then be offering it at $69.95. I doubt very much so if any of our gem buyers or any of our associates would be able to negotiate such a price point. But do you agree with me, Linda? If you sold two pieces, maybe two of those gemstones in sterling silver, you'd recuperate your cost.
Yeah, a pair of earrings.
Yeah.
Recuperate your cost, most definitely. It's such a beautiful, it's a showpiece gemstone, isn't it? And I can just see it now in on an asymmetric pearl design. Yeah. White or creamy pearls with just one on an asymmetric design.
Yeah, you only need the one as well, don't you?
Because you do only need. It's a very strong gemstone, isn't it? It's a very Look at me, I'm absolutely beautiful, I'm gorgeous type of gemstone.
Well, to quote Steve Bennett, former CEO, and again, still a very good friend of ours here at Jewellery Maker, he actually says about chrome diopside, I think it's the most, and this was, I'm going back quite a few months now, if not years in actual fact, and I think it's changed, it has changed since then. He was saying at that present moment in time, currently, it's one of the most underrated green gemstones. Now, I think it's probably the most rated green gemstone, just because of its natural beauty and its scarcity and its rarity, etc. Exactly. Amazing. I need to move on. Congratulations to each and every single one of you, because I've got to move on to... Can we just... Swiss blue topaz, all that sterling silver, Marquise cut gemstones, Burmese sapphire, diamonds, green diamonds, chrome diopside, and now Tanzanite. Could today have been any more high end, but yet at affordable prices?
Exactly.
Oh, I love this. I love the shapes of these. Now, they're not rondelles, are they? They are... They're narrower. We've got rondelles coming up next. These are narrower, wider, if sort of that dimension, you'll know what I mean. Wider, but look at that intensity of colour too. Look how they encourage the pinks to come to the forefront. Look at the back of the screen of what, sorry, if you notice then on that recording, look at the pinks, flashes of pinks coming through. These are really intense. Oh, I'm loving this cut. And again, use them scarcely. Don't need to, do you? Don't need huge carat weights.
No, I love the wheels, faceted wheels. As you said, they're different. They are different to a rondelle. A rondelle sort of bumps in slightly on the edges. But the wheels are sitting together. So you've got a clump of Tanzanite.
You have,
I couldn't think of another word. I'm sorry, it's not very romantic, but you've got this sort of clump of Tanzanite. And again, those centre ones just in the middle of a pearl necklace again.
But you'd think, because we're looking at the narrowest point in a wheel, you'd think that maybe that wouldn't be the area which is showing off the most colour, but actually it does.
Yes, it definitely is.
I need to bring that price in because we've still got another strand of Tanzanite to bring you, maybe team them up together. Love the uniqueness of the cut. 18 centimetres, 6 by 2 millimetres, from 4 by 1 millimetres, should be £59.95. Incredible, absolutely incredible deal for the quality that you've got here. Wow, get this valued. If you've got the time, or maybe just ask someone's personal opinion within the jewellery industry or the gemstone industry, $44.95. Now, I'm not allowed to sit here and say this, I think it's this grade. I'm not allowed to do that. But lean on your own knowledge, jewellery makers. Lean on the website, or websites out there that are fountains of information. The more intense those vanadium blues, the more distinctive that saturation is, the more valuable your Tanzanite is. But I think the cutting here is really genius because it's really encouraged.
Absolutely, and it really encourages the sparkle, doesn't it, as well, on those faceted edges. It's a beautiful cut to look at from any perspective.
It really is.
As a drop, as an earring drop, or as a sort of 2D look on the neckline.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just thinking on that elongated, maybe you got that heart chain.
Well, but because they're graduated as well, you can slightly
that
graduate
looks so amazing,
and incredibly modern as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just going to show you. There's the wheels that we've just got your graphics on your screens. This is what is coming your way. Now, again, Kim and I launched this strand. You can see the difference, can't you? So these are your rondelles and these are your wheels. I love them together. Look at that quality of blue.
Beautiful.
Look at that quality of blue. You know, it's not Tanzanite, which is what I say, Tanza white.
Right.
It's intense, it's velvety, it's got those violet tones. Yeah. We're going to go straight into now your beautiful rondelles. Again, the graduation, all down to personal preference. Mike's saying, I like this one. He's saying, I like the facets here. Yeah, I think it's totally different in terms of what it looks like. This is more about the sparkle.
Yes, I think it probably is, and that's because of the little bumping in on the edges. The light is perhaps, particularly on the temporary strand. When you take them off, I think the wheels will equate to the same amount of sparkle.
Yes.
It's just that they're budged up together.
That's true.
It's just a different look.
That is true.
I don't necessarily look at the grades of Tanzanite for myself. When I look at a strand of Tanzanite, I think if that is Elizabeth Taylor's eyes, that's the Tanzanite I want.
I love that.
I don't sort of do the A's and this, that and the other, but I think, well, if that is Liz Taylor's eyes, which are were the most exquisite colour, Tanzanite blue, her eyes were, they used to be called violet eyes, that's the Tanzanite strand I want.
Yeah, I love that. That's made me smile straight away. Because you know what, I say the same about diamonds. You know, a D diamond, you'll not physically be able to tell the difference between a D diamond and an F diamond, probably. You're talking about master graders that do that under a loop, etc. So it's the same really applies with many of your gemstones. Lean on your own knowledge. That's why we don't grade our Tanzanite here at Jewellery Maker, not only because it would incur costs, but also because we know that, firstly, some people prefer the lighter colours. You haven't got a light colour here. You've got that intensity, that Elizabeth Taylor's eyes. I love that. Honouring the launch price. Grab it whilst you can. Does this speak to you, Elizabeth Taylor's eyes? £35. Gosh. Is this the colour that you think of her?
Oh, without a doubt.
Hollywood icon?
Without a doubt. And again, from a jewellery maker's point of view, if instinctively you look at a strand and your first response is you fall in love with that strand, then that's the creative part of you coming out, and that's the strand that you should be, and I use the word loosely, investing in.
Yeah.
And particularly a blue gemstone. It's a very, very popular colour throughout.
And always has been. Yeah. Always has been. I don't think that's ever going to change.
No, it won't change. And particularly this time of the year. I mean, you look around all the Easter colours, etc., etc. And those blues and violets are there. You look in the garden, they're all there. It's a really popular colour. But I would sort of urge you, if you fall in love or you have an affinity with a strand of gemstones on air immediately, then that's a strand for you. Get it,
without doubt. I walked past, I was in our local precinct, and there's a jeweller's, not one of the high-end jewellers, let me just say that. For example, I would never make comparisons from that establishment, so I won't mention who they are because I'm being insulting. But I am being insulting, but it's not one of the prestigious jewellers. However, they did have a small collection of Tanzanite in there, not particularly good quality. They were set in gold. Yes, they had diamonds, but they were very, very heavily included. They were selling at almost 4 figures. Yeah. 4 figures, and I thought,
they will.
You know, when you literally go, pff.
Yeah, they will. I've said it before. There was, when I was on a cruise last year, there was a jeweller's on the boat, and they had a Tanzanite section, and they were doing the sell of, you know, the fact that it's rare and it's diminishing and this, that and the other. But I honestly, hand on heart, looked in the showcase and I thought, do you know what? That doesn't match the majority of Tanzanite that we have here.
No, I totally agree.
Really
totally agree. And don't you feel proud then? Don't you feel proud when you do those comparisons? You think, well, thank goodness I've got those. Now, we've got so much more to bring you. Check out those of you that have this in your basket. There's not nearly enough. We've already launched it once. This is a pre-launch, and we're honouring the launch prize for those of you that they are there in time. Now, after the break, we have got... amazing ruby. We have got designer inspiration kit with the abalone, and I'm going to go as far as saying the nicest abalone strand that I've ever seen. Absolutely amazing. Don't forget, you've also got chances to win the pieces of jewellery that the wonderful Linda has created. More amazing deals, all different price points, all different budgets, wonderful gemstones and wonderful jewellery making components. Don't go anywhere, we're back after this.
Hello, I'm Colin Wagstaff. I'm the new Managing Director of Jewellery Maker. So please join me on Monday, and it's Bank Holiday Monday. We're going to have some fantastic gemstones and, of course, some fantastic deals. So please join me, Bank Holiday Monday at Jewellery Maker. Don't miss out.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Larimar is the bluish variety of apectolite and is only found in the Dominican Republic. It's quite a recent discovery, being rediscovered by Miguel Mendez in the 1970s. He in fact named this stone for his daughter Larissa and ended the word with the Spanish for sea, mar, giving us the word Larimar.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
I love that little dance. It's quite jolly, isn't it? It's quite jolly. I hope you're having a wonderful Easter so far, and I hope you've got lots planned throughout the course of the Easter break as well. Lots of chocolate being consumed, I hope. Do you know what keeps winking at me? Not only have I'm amazed by my own restraint right now, Linda.
Okay.
Because I'm surrounded by beautiful gemstones.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm also surrounded by chocolate.
yeah, we are actually, aren't we? Yeah.
Listen, you can't do this to a pregnant woman. You can't put copious amounts of Easter eggs guarded by little bunnies and not expect me to munch them. Anyway. Now, not only are they tempting me, they're going to tempt you. Jewellery Maker is renowned for that. Now, this is a brand new opportunity of ruby, arrived literally this morning into the studios. When it comes to ruby, the king of gemstone, you want that wonderful primary red and you want diaphanity. If possible, the light, you want that light to be able to influence not just the surface, but also into the heart of the gemstone. Often it's opaque, isn't it? Often you see ruby which is quite heavily included. We sometimes refer to silks within ruby as a gemstone as well. You might have seen it with asterisms. If you've got a certain amount of diaphanity in this gemstone, then my goodness, it can command hugely considered price points. 160 are available today, right here, right now. I highly doubt that there are going to be 160 available in just a few moments' time, because this is going to be one of the most affordable ruby strands that I think we've bought for you, like for like quality ever. Kim, my producer's just added to the end of my sentence. Ever. Really? Because what you said to me was amazing already. So you're suggesting, knowing our Kimbo, that you're going to push those boundaries even more. Look at that diaphanity. Oh, Kim's saying, I am really pushing it. Well, is it raining outside? Or is the sun shining? Kim has just said, I hope Colin, our managing director, is in a beer garden.
In a happy frame of mood.
In a happy... Well, I think so. He's a happy chap, Colin. You're going to take the phone off the hook. I would assume that Colin is busy. He's a busy man. Shall we just hope that he's not watching right now? Okay. We're hoping that our managing director is sat in a beer garden in the rain somewhere right now. Not literally, but just not averting his eyes. Because we should be bringing this to you at $19.95. Now, I don't know what Kim's about to do. This is what she said to me literally a few moments ago, Linda, didn't she? Yes, $19.95, already an incredible deal. She said, we've got 160L. Let's really, really push that boat out. She said, I've done it, I've committed, I've pressed the button. Oh, do you know when you go, oh, it's like one of those moments you go, oh, I don't know if that was wise. So many are in baskets. It's kind of one of those enjoyable cringe moments.
Yeah, you sort of feel scared for your job, but really pleased.
Really excited at the same time. Yeah, it's... Oh my goodness, it is one of those moments you go, oh no, she did that. In a good way, Kimbo. 160 of these were available. I've got 100 in baskets approximately. Again, check out as soon as you can. And almost 100 have gone already. It is a proper wince. Ooh,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't very often say this, but I am actually going to say and encourage people to multi-buy on this one. I don't think this is going to be seen again. I can just see the most amazing tennis bracelet.
But look at that diaphanity as well.
No, it's absolutely beautiful. It's just divine.
If we were bringing this to air right now and we were to say to you, right, L, this is 50. Oh, sorry, yeah. If my boss was saying 59.95 or 69.95, 79, I wouldn't question it.
Oh, absolutely, it's ruby.
I wouldn't question it. It's ruby with colour, with diaphanity.
Yeah, this is one of the top 5 gemstones.
Exactly, one of the most expensive. It's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out. First come, first serve. Absolutely incredible. Oh, right now, who wants to count some chickens? Step into spring. Do you want to win our amazing guest designer, who is the wonderful Linda Bromwell? Would you like to win her exquisite jewellery today? So how do you do it? You have to count how many times you see a chick on screen during this hour. This little chick and his little egg, not included. Not included. So that's how you do it. Text us in. I'll tell you when. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. I will say, text in now. Not now, but I will say at the end of the hour, obviously, because you're going to be counting your chicks. Send your text with your name, your customer number, your answer, obviously, to JM Studio 60777. Fabulous. Or you can actually ring and speak to our contact centre if you wish. And it will be chosen at random. Don't text us yet. Are you ready to count your chicks? Good. Now, we're going to go straight into the first section of your kit. Who wants diamond encrusted jewellery? Yeah, definitely. Who doesn't? You've got amazing diamonds. I love that. Kim had her hand up then.
Yeah.
You had both hands up then as well. Did you, Mike? You did. Good. Fantastic. Because we've got diamond encrusted jewellery coming your way right now. You've got some beautiful diamonds, Linda.
I do love my diamonds, I must admit. I really, really love diamonds. And when I had the opportunity, when I found this particular product, it's a first for me, this is, being able to include something of this stature.
Because often, not everybody knows about Jewellery Maker yet, so that's something which, with us being advertised in Radio Times and lots of different publications now, with us being owned by Immediate, something which is changing literally every single day. So many will think, well, I never thought I'd be able to afford diamond encrusted jewellery. Oh, you can. You really can. Now, not only have you got one component, you've got two. This has a wonderful round brilliant cut diamond set into solid 925 sterling silver. As you can see, the diamond is just here. That is a finished pendant in my eyes.
I've used it as a pendant.
Have you used it as a pendant? Or, if you wish, use it as a clasp, because it is actually a toggle clasp. And again, I'll hold it like this so you can see the diamond that is encrusted. It's not a small diamond, is it? This is a big, substantial diamond. Well, the fact that it is actually, you know, a diamond which is faceted. It's not a chip, an offcut. It is a faceted diamond. So this is how Linda has used. You might be able to win this, by the way, but I wouldn't be leaving that to chance. I would personally be dialing through. Not only are you getting diamond encrusted components like this, if you multi-bought, then you could make yourself maybe a pair of diamond earrings, if you wish, or a pendant, like Linda has done just there, and your husband or partner, or whatever, or maybe yourself, some diamond cufflinks too. Beautiful. Amazing. But we're not even done there, because you're also getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete bracelets. Now, no need to do anything to them. They have the lobster claw clasp there, 360 degrees, your open link bracelets, which measure, and again, I just 4 by 2 millimeters is the link, approximately 20 centimeters in total, which is about 8 inches, which is pretty much a standard calibration. Again, you can add to that though, should you wish, because you have got 5 of these, as you can see on the blackboard just here. But also, I love this chain.
It's just divine, that chain.
Oh.
Absolutely stunning.
Do you know, I'm going to just say, excuse me, I'm going to say, literally, this chain with that diamond pendant, look at the detailing, look how it sparkles. And it is a complete finished piece of jewellery. So look at this. Imagine owning diamond encrusted jewellery like this. Oh, beautiful. This is the first part of Linda's designer inspiration, and yet, you know, it's we're talking about high end. To have faceted diamonds, yes, you can buy diamonds elsewhere. There's certain places out there which bring you diamonds in sterling silver, but have they got that wonderful clarity and colour? Have they got that wonderful brilliance and scintillation? That's what we need to contest, because there is such a broad variety of quality out there. We are sticklers for quality. Apparently, we should be, our target price is already amazing, £54.80. I'd pay that for the pendant. Without shadow of a doubt. You're going to get 5 bracelets, the diamond toggle, and also your diamond heart, whether that be as a clasp or as a pendant, and also the sterling silver chain.
There's a little bit more as well, just in the little pot to your left.
Oh wait, there is more.
Sorry.
I stand corrected, Linda. You've got these lovely little spheres of faceted clear quartz with sterling silver on the top. Oh, look at that fire. Can you see that in there? See those greens and oh, yes. Someone's going to win jewellery with all of this, by the way. And if you're making those confirmations right now, for £39.95. Aren't they beautiful? I mean, just to put in one of those onto a bracelet, what a lovely gift. What a lovely, lovely gift. Genuine gemstones, beautiful clarity, wonderful faceting, diamond encrusted, hugely popular kit, Linda, needless to say. I'm not surprised at all.
No, I mean, it's just so astonishingly beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 10 of those little clear quartz.
You read my mind then, I was just literally counting them.
Yeah, you've got 10 of those and you've got 5 bracelets. So basically, use 5. You've got 5 bracelets that you could sell for $39.95 each.
Absolutely.
Really, this is sterling silver that we're talking about. You've got your diamond clasp, which is divine, but that chain is just such a showstopper as well.
I love this bracelet that we've got, that we were just showing you there. Amazing, incredible, absolutely incredible. And there is sterling silver on the top of those, lovely spheres as well, the clear quartz spheres. Beautiful. I'd pay that $39.95 and then some actually for this beautiful for this pendant. This kit is going to be a sellout, first part and second, by the way. Love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh gosh, I did say this was probably my favourite abalone strand that I've ever seen. There are only 73 of these available. How we actually are doing this, I don't know. How Mother Nature, more to the point, has actually formed this, I don't know. Because when you think about shell, how do you then influence a shell, make a shell curve?
No idea. No idea.
Nor me. This has been cut, and then, well, obviously, we haven't made the shape. Mother Nature has done that shape, but usually abalone is either in its, as it's actually sourced, or in plain rounds or something like that, where it's flat straight away. How do you curve that gemstone? Or how does Mother Nature curve that gemstone? This kit will sell out. 73. I'm going to get the abalone in straight away, because I think this, they're beautiful, Linda.
They are, aren't they?
They look like little whale tails.
They're beautiful. It's very Art Deco for me, that shape.
Or butterfly wings, yeah,
Or
flowers.
butterfly wings, dragonfly wings, flowers. Yeah.
Flowers. You're getting 2 of these, not just the one. You've got the 2 strands of abalone. I love it. I absolutely adore this strand, or these I should say, because there are 2. Look how you've got the different colours as well. These are more the cappuccino colours on the back, can you see? More of the cappuccino colours there, and then the blues on the inside. Love it, love it, love it. 2 strands of your abalone, and again, they've got that unique shape and the curve. I've never seen that curve before.
No, it's just perfection.
Oh, beautiful. I love it. Then team it alongside black pearls. So beautifully magical, this, or peacock pearls rather. Yeah, they are a definite peacock colour. Now, they're 9 by 10 millimetres and flat coins. Isn't that a wonderful combination as it is? Even as it is. But again, we've got more to bring you. People multi-buying already. I'm not surprised. I've never brought you a curved abalone fan like this before.
No, I mean, you'll see from the pieces of jewellery I've made, it's got a diverse amount of ways that you can use that
Yeah,
curve.
Absolutely. 100%. I'm thinking your mermaid tails or something like that if you wanted to go really whimsical. Flowers, yeah, so lovely. And that curve actually enhances the
very
colours
much so. Yeah,
coming
it's a
through.
lovely flow, sort of fluidity and movement.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Then you've also got Peridot. No, I've got Peridot to come. This is your beautiful fluorite with their 3mm faceted rounds, 20 carats in total. Great for adding that little bit of intricacy.
Yeah, it's quite a good thing to add these little gemstones that work with the kit when you've got these quite stylised, dramatic shapes. Because a tiny little gemstone makes a big impact.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's small but mighty, I always say it.
Exactly. Small but mighty.
Small but mighty, they just add that lift, I suppose. I did give you a little bit of sneaky peek. Yes, we have got Peridot, faceted rounds again. Look at, I love that. It's going to encourage the greens out of your abalone. And again, you've got the purples being brought to the forefront, if you like, with your fluorite as well. Stunning. Now, your Peridot, 26 carats, they're 3 to 4 millimetres faceted rounds, and it's a 17 centimetre strand. Still not done. I need to sort of pick up the pace somewhat, because already I can see lots of you choosing to multi-buy. I'm not in the least bit surprised. 40 are in baskets. Over 50% of the quantity is in baskets right now, and there's confirmations already being made. I'd be purchasing this kit for the abalone alone, and you've got the 2 strands.
Yes.
alone. So what else do we get? Stunning beading thread colours. I love how you've chosen within this, Linda, to have the multitude of colours.
Yeah, it's the abalone beading thread collection.
Yeah. It is actually, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, it is. I love that because you got all of those different tones.
Yes, exactly.
It's like an amalite. I often refer to our quality abalone, which is just amazing, to some of the finest quality amalites, because we talk about chromatic shifts and the primary colours and that migration. You get that within these. And I'm still not done. We've also got some of our beautiful new wire, and this is our maroon colour. I always refer to it as pomegranate, though. I think it's quite a pomegranate purple. 10 metres, and I'm just trying to find the gauge, the actual gauge of the wire. Purple coloured, 0.4. 0.4. Oh, yeah. 0.4 that's your beading wire, I think. There we go. So 50 metres of your purple coloured copper wire, which is 0.4. So it's going to go through most of these gemstones as well. Love this kit. It is your spring garden jewellery. Lots of designer inspiration to share from the wonderful Linda. But again, I'm going to say I've never seen curved abalone like this in those beautiful fans. It should be $49.65. But for the lucky 73, this is amazing. That was the one I was drawn to straight away when I stepped into the studio. I'd pay double the price of what you're about to see on your screens for that one pendant alone. $34.95. Look how it curves and captures the light, doesn't it? Just incredible. Have you ever worked with this shape of gem before?
I personally don't think I have. If I have, I've only worked with it once. And I really desperately wanted to. I wanted to make a passion flower. That was my inspiration for the whole thing.
It does look like a passion flower.
The previous evening I'd seen a passion flower on a horticultural show. I wanted to try and make a passion flower, and then I found the abalone, and I thought this is going to give me a stylised passion flower.
Look at the peridot as well in the centre. That peridot in the centre there was just amazing. Peridot, it's enhanced and encouraging the greens, isn't it?
The peridot is absolutely beautiful. It really is. Again, it's like the previous strand that we had earlier in the show. It's so clear. The clarity is absolutely amazing. It's so sparkly, and it's just this springtime green. It's beautiful, and all of these colours with the abalone just connect.
They do. They really do. My only wish right now, Linda, is that we had more.
Yeah.
That's my only wish, because 73 is not nearly enough. You can see we're straight down into the 20s straight away. And we had, as I said, 40 in baskets within a matter of minutes. Again, I'd happily comfortably pay £34 and 95 pence for the 2 abalone strands. We will of course be going to your designer inspiration with Linda, but before we do that, I think this is going to sell out. So just because you've got the high calibre of gemstones within this kit as well, earlier on this morning, now we had a little lie-in this morning. I don't blame you, it is Easter after all. Maybe the kids are off with grandparents or whatever, or out playing, I don't know, and you managed to treat yourself to a little bit of a lie-in. But you might, if I wasn't recapping right now, have missed out on a 3-strand opportunity of diamonds. It would look amazing with the kit that you've just seen. But, now forgive me if you were with me already this morning when I brought you this, I have to focus on 1 strand first. You're getting 3. Black diamonds, silver diamonds, and green diamonds. Now, when it comes to your fancy diamonds, which is basically what we refer to as coloured diamonds, green, in its natural form, is the rarest. The rarest natural occurring fancy diamond is green. And what you want is an openness of colour. So you want to be able to tell that that is a green gemstone, which is so seldom, very, very, very seldom. We'll talk about openness of colour, we'll talk about saturation, we'll talk about energy and vivacity, we'll talk about scintillation. My goodness, I'm really drawn to those ones in the centre just there, can you see? I'm really drawn to those. I would literally just restrand this onto some gold myself. I'm a gold girl. If you love sterling silver, I'd certainly be thinking that it commands, commands those real precious metals. High-end Very, 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 very high-end saturations and the rarest colour. You only have to ask yourself, how many jewellers do you know actually have green diamonds in their vault? Very few, isn't it? Very, very, very few. How often do you see it in publications? Maybe you buy your Vogue, your Elle magazine and your Hellos, and the ones which have got, you know, those big glossy £1,000,000 publications, shall we say. How many times are they actually sort of showing green diamonds? Even they can say rarely.
Really, yes.
Very, very, very rarely. I love this combination. And yet, 30 carats, Mother Nature faceted diamonds, team just a few of these with your abalone that you just had, $49.95. There is something about the rough cut diamond or rough faceted diamond. I say faceted because it is faceted. It's faceted by Mother Nature. It's just not being used on a turning wheel.
Yeah, but you know, even though it's sort of termed as being nuggets and rough cut nuggets, it's got an amazing scintillation that only a diamond really, for me, has. It's just exquisite, and a lot of sort of celebrity now are very much into nuggets, gemstone nuggets.
Oh,
they really
have you
are.
seen the prices of
I know,
them as well?
well, exactly.
Hugely expensive.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw a 4-figure necklace the other day of shell pearl. Shell pearl, 4 figures, and it was by a very high-end designer. But we're talking about diamonds now, so I would just hate to think how much it would be.
Yeah, if you go onto the web and actually look at Rihanna, I think she's one that's been wearing rough diamonds. Alicia Keys is another Hollywood A-lister. If you enter in celebrities wearing rough diamonds into a search engine site, you'll see loads of different pictures and things.
Absolutely.
And they're all the big designers.
There's the most amazing trend at the moment of having complete finger rings. So they go from the knuckle all the way up with the opportunity to bend a little.
What, like a diamond sock?
A diamond encrusted sock for your finger. Exactly.
Wow.
And I personally think anything like that, well, any piece of jewellery with these diamonds, but that particular ring for me shouts, wow, as opposed to, wow, with the one that's, you know, the brilliant cuts and this, that, and the other.
Because
this
it's unusual.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unusual.
Exactly.
It's a talking point,
Yeah,
isn't
exactly.
it?
It's far
And
more
then
unique.
green diamonds, if you add that to the equation as the rarest natural colour, astonishing. Just $49.95. Now I'm going to take a wander over to the beautiful Linda, who is going to fill you with inspiration. Have you been counting your chicks, everyone? Keep counting. Keep counting those chickens. In fact, they don't do that yet, do they? Chicks don't chicken. They don't go bok, 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 bok. Chicks don't do that.
That sounds more like a turkey.
I just did a chicken impression on it. They go cheep, 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 cheep. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Do you know what that reminds me of? Despicable Me.
Yeah.
That little one, little girl. Cheep, 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 cheep. She's so fluffy. I love Despicable Me.
So do I.
I love it. Yeah,
so
it's ace. And do you know what else I love? I think it's sold out. Both parts of your kit, amazing.
Wow, well, congratulations on to everybody that got it, because you will really, really enjoy making jewellery.
Really will, and you'll love those abalones as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Amazing.
They're amazing.
Now, I was drawn straight away to this lovely passion flower.
Yes.
Because it pops off the off the neckline.
Again, it's a 3D effect because of the curvature. Again, each of those abalone are not completely and utterly uniform. They're not completely and utterly the same colour.
No, of course.
They're not the same markings, which to me is the complete and utter charm of working with genuine organics, genuine gemstone. So you get something that just looks the part, it's stylised, but you know what it's meant to be because of its ununiformity.
Absolutely. Do you know what I've just thought, looking across this, because you do think about sort of the oceanics, we were talking about mermaid tails, you were thinking about the flowers as well, and angelfish.
Yes, exactly. I mean, when I looked on screen at one of those pieces, then that one, this is the one I'm actually going to demo, the 3-piece, the one that's got the 3 pieces of abalone, they almost look like angels.
Yeah, they do actually. Yeah, they really do. And again, very gem heavy. So you've created sort of four neckline pieces. You've got the beautiful bracelets at the front with the sterling silver, and with those lovely charms as well, with the diamonds and the pearls. Amazing, absolutely incredible. What is it you're going to demo for us then?
The little angels, I'll show you how I made those, which will then lead on to the other necklace really. You'll see from this demo that the other necklace is made in a very similar way, the one with the two little
They
wings.
are little angels, they've got their little heads and wings.
Yeah,
and...
I didn't actually see that until I saw it on screen, to be truthful.
Love that.
If you just take...
Like a guardian angel.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sorry, I just get mesmerised by abalone.
I know.
Keep looking
It
at
does
it.
stop you in your tracks, doesn't it?
It's hard oil on water, look, it's so pretty.
Love it.
Each of those components in that particular necklace are made up with the abalone, 3 pieces of the abalone, and then I bring in the fluorite as well. So if you take the 3 pieces of abalone off, don't worry about matching them shape-wise, thickness-wise or anything. It's just the organic look that makes this type of jewellery work. So I've taken a length, probably about 15 inches. Sorry, I work in all money on my inches and centimetres.
I do as well.
Yeah.
I do as well. 15 inches is
so
about,
it's
what,
about
30 centimetres?
35 centimetres,
Yeah.
something like that. Always take a little bit more than you think you're going to need, because it's very difficult.
Well, you haven't
to
got to be light on it, because you've got
there's
loads.
plenty there. And then thread on 3 of the abalone. Now, as you can, there's been a lot of thought in cutting the abalone into this shape, because although it's actually, you see you've got the sort of convex look there and the concave look on the other side. So you can use it either way, to be truthful. But very generously, they've thought about this particular cut and decided to top drill them, which is exactly what we need it to do for these sort of designs. So I've threaded on the 3. Now, if you just ease them together, right, so that the straight sides form like a little cup in your hands, and then hold on to the abalone. And then at this point now, we're pushing together. I know it's difficult for you to see, but we're pushing together the wire to a point. And then I'm twisting the wire at the same time as I'm twisting the abalone, just to get that, a couple of twists. That's all we need, is a couple of twists. And then take the wire and give it a little bit of a tug. So you're tightening up the wire twist, and you're also bringing it back more to the centre. Okay, so there's the wire protruding out there. At this point now, you can bring in the little fluorites. So I'll just thread a couple on, and then I'll show you one I've just been making.
Fluorite is a great gemstone to combine with abalone, actually, because it has got those different colour palettes, hasn't it?
Absolutely, it has. And the thing is with fluorite as well, it glows. So it works well with the abalone, because you can actually see the centre of these sort of charm, these forms. It'll actually glow outside. Yeah. In daylight. So we just let the thread the little fluorite on. Again, if you really want to, you can colour match your fluorites. You can find out that the deeper or the different colours and put them in, but I don't. I like to do them quite random, and I often find that really works well. So we've let the little faceted fluorite drop down to the centre, and then taking the wire that you thread it onto, just come back through the back of the abalone and then thread on another. Be quite random with this, be quite random with where they fall, be quite random with where colour-wise as well. So,
yeah, I think if you start thinking about it, you then start...
Exactly. If you start thinking about it, it gets a little bit pre-formed. Yeah. So just let them drop. So just put with your fingernail, let it drop, keep it in position, and then come back round and back through to the back every time. So I'll just take this one I just made here. So now we've got this sort of splay of abalone.
Like little pansies as well, aren't they?
Yeah, you can see that they form a gorgeous little flower. I mean, that would look fantastic on a tiara, a white tiara.
Really would.
So I brought in all of the fluorite, and now as the fluorite have gathered together in the centre of this, we're getting all the lilac colours coming off it quite beautifully. So all we need to do now is bring these 2 wires together, coming out of the back, and again do a twist. This is basically forming like a head pin or an eye pin finding to enable me to then attach it to whatever. So then taking my round nose pliers, we do our good old wrapped loop. So push forward, bring it back over the top, and then holding on to the abalone as well as at the back like a cushion on your finger. Then bring it around the back, ease it around the back of this petal, and bring it all the way down the neck
Yeah,
of
it's going to take a
wire.
little bit more more positioning, isn't it?
Exactly.
Because of the
a little bit more
shape.
position because of the shape, but just literally bring it down the back. If you bring it down the back here, it doesn't firm it up a little bit, okay? So bring it back. You can do it much more slowly at home, and at that point, then you can you could attach it like in the centre. Actually, no, on all of them on the necklace. I've then attached it to a pearl. So what I've done, I've taken a pearl, I've done a wrap loop on either side of the pearl, but before I finish the wrap loop on the one side of the pearl, I've attached it to the charm here. I always call them charms when I'm making these shapes. I've attached it to this charm here and then finished it off, and then literally threaded it onto any of the colours that you want to take from the beading thread, and then initiated the little fluorites around to give the larger abalone shapes a little bit of a centre stage, and the fluorite, the little 4mm faceted allow that, and then I've just popped a couple of single abalone in on the side. And the other necklace I've made exactly the same, just with the two.
Absolutely
abalones.
love it. And again, because of the size, you've got that real impact look as well. Going to be very, very wearable. Do you know another gemstone that's going to work amazing with abalone is, because it has got that lovely purple violet tone coming through, is of course your amethyst. Now earlier on this morning we brought you, we were saying a really symbolic ring in actual fact in terms of its design. Anybody that has got Celtic roots or Gaelic roots, whichever it might be, straight away is going to be looking at this thinking of certain designers. You have got the lovely cupping, I suppose, or holding or grasp of the two pairs of hands with your heart and the cleft on the top. Now we've got it in 3 different sizes. I'm bringing you the size 9, which is the TTU. Double check, sorry, I will double check, so I'm doing that off memory again. Now we've the lovely Amelia has actually just positioned that gemstone in there, so you can actually see the finished piece. It just needs cupping with those claw sets, as you can see, and if you've got the claw setting tool, then you can do that yourself. Now you have got just shy of ½ carat in a round brilliant cut amethyst, richness of colour, totally and utterly natural, not heat treated in any way, shape or form, and you can see in your picture it's not actually been prong set as of yet, but it's just been positioned so you can see what the overall finished piece will look like. Now should be £17.95, should be, but oh no, not today. For all of that sterling silver, the quality and the finish, the amount of sterling silver that's been invested, the calibrated gemstone, £9.95.
There's not a lot left to say.
There's not a lot to say about that, is it? Other than if you like the design,
it just speaks for itself, really, doesn't it?
I mean, you can't get an Easter egg for that price in certain places, can you?
No, actually, I was looking at Easter eggs last week, and you know, you get the run-of-the-mill Easter eggs, and they're a certain price. But then when you want something a little bit more special, the one I was looking at was £14.95. £14. Hollow.
Didn't even have chocolates inside. No. I always feel cheated when there's an Easter egg and it hasn't got chocolate inside as well. Cheated. Now, that was your size 9. I've also got it in your, well, this is your size 9 actually, but we've positioned the gemstone in your size 7. So basically, I'll show you the difference. Size 7 is the average UK ring size, but all of these can be resized, not a problem. So if you're not too sure, it's a few pounds in many jewellery retailers to get something resized. Often they don't have to take the precious metal out. It can be stretched or it can be compressed. In actual fact, if your ring is being resized down a couple of sizes, I would ask the question. Here's a bit of a tip for you, because they shouldn't really be removing sterling silver from it. No. They shouldn't, because it can be compressed basically. So they're doing that to keep hold of it. Yeah,
particularly silver, it's because it's a soft, malleable, precious metal.
Absolutely. So they shouldn't need to. Only if it's going down dramatically, then they will have to, obviously. But size 7 is the average size for the UK. I'm not sure about the USA or other locations around the world, but this is the more frequently purchased size. Should be £17.95, of course. No, not the case. It reminds me, it takes me back to my Welsh roots. Takes me back to sort of my hometown, you know, and certain brands and designers of jewellery where you have that fleur-de-lis-like inscription. £9.95 only. Again, no surprises whatsoever. They're brand new in. I've not seen these before. I love it though. I absolutely adore this. Very regal.
Yeah, it's
really regal.
There's more I want to say about it, but I can't think of the words to say what I want to say about it. But it's a design, really, isn't it? It's very much something that's interesting. You know, you look at it, it's very much a dress ring, I think. You know, I mean, we used to call certain rings dress rings, and I think this is very much a dress ring. But it could easily double, dare I say it, as an engagement ring if it
absolutely.
If it held, you know, the connotations for you that it's that it.
Well, I know one of my friends has got an amethyst as an engagement ring.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not really even talking about the stone. I'm talking about the setting itself.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
Amethyst, yeah, fine for an engagement, wonderful for an engagement.
Yeah.
Many people.
Oh, I
are
like
now
that. Yeah, it could be the two hands.
Yes.
The two hands of a couple.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that idea. Now, we have also got the size 5, which is a size J, by the way, in UK sizes. So the smallest one that we have available, so quite narrow a size 5 is. Show you it, obviously you get the round brilliant cut with all of these opportunities. This is how it arrives, and it's so simple to you position your gemstone in the centre, work on opposites of the prongs basically so that the table and the crown facets do lay flush. Use your gem setting tool if you have one. They are available, by the way, on our website. We had them earlier on this morning. Very inexpensive, and you can make a piece of jewellery which you would expect to be investing in many retailers. Now, no surprises. It is going to be at an Easter. Can't get my words out then. An Easter savings point, price point. £17.95 is where we should be. So, our graphics are going, no. I was watching Vicar of Dibley last night.
No.
Oh, no. Yes. £9.95 only for solid sterling silver. You know, this is not brass with a silver overlay. This is precious, solid sterling silver, and you can see just a significant gram weight. The average gram weight of a ring in the UK, do we have the gram weight here, or approximate? See if we have. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. I knew it was more, but the average gram weight of a sterling silver ring, or gold ring for that matter, is 1.5 grams. Look what we've got here, over 2.35, I think it was exact. So we're not bringing you something which is flimsy, which will misshape.
No, definitely not.
It's going to really hold that shape as well. £9.95 only. Now, we are about to bring you that beautiful rhodochrosite.
Oh, wow.
It is amazing. Now, yes, this is going to be more of an investment strand. However, what you're about to get is one of the most unique gemstones. It's to me like peaches and creams and strawberry all swirled into one. It is your rhodochrosite, and it's up next. Oh, it's like peaches and cream. You can almost taste the sweetness of the gemstone, can't you? Rhodochrosite is an opaque gem, so you're not going to see clarity or diaphanity. It's all about the exterior surface of the gemstone and the colour and the patterns that you get from rhodochrosite. Often favoured by lots of big designers because of its unique characteristics, the fact that it has got those wonderful swirls or bands or lines, and the combination of tones. Often favoured, I've certainly seen it in some of our associates' big collections, and proudly so. It's always a seller. Always a very, very, very popular gemstone. Yeah, this is coming your way at, you know, what some might consider to be a little bit of an investment. However, I can bring you rhodochrosite, and I can bring it to you in sort of examples where it's really heavily included. You've got big black marks, you've got maybe sort of grey areas, even sort of, well, it's where sometimes the gemstone is maybe a section and then faceted with alongside the host rock. These are most definitely solid colour, rhodochrosite, everything that we want with this gemstone. No interruptions of those beautiful sort of peachy pinks. With the swirls of creams running through these gorgeous gemstones. You know, so few of these actually, well, in fact, I'd say 99% of these have got zero brown or black within. That's often what we actually get with this gemstone. Rhodochrosite can be quite dark. This is some of the most velvety, sort of pastel tones that I've ever seen of this gorgeous gemstone. Now, already, lots of you getting involved. Louise and Ali, congratulations. Both of you choosing to multi-buy on the web. I'm not surprised at all. And again, those of you that are thinking, rhodochrosite, yeah, I've seen it, and it tends to be a little bit more black or grey. Yeah, it does generally. However, this is supremacy. This strand, or I should say these solitaires, have got real consistency of colour, where it is quite literally like strawberries and cream. West Yorkshire, you've got yours. Susan, good luck. Cornwall, you're with me as well. Sarah in Carmarthenshire on those phone lines. We should be launching this at $37.95. Already incredible. Were you expecting this to be more your £50–60? Because I was. Without shadow of a doubt. High grade rhodochrosite here. $24.95. Favoured because of those wonderful characteristics, that strawberry and cream S. You can kind of imagine them stirred into one another, very Wimbledon, I suppose. But often, if you've seen rhodochrosite, which actually has got blackness or greyness and looks like it's faceted with a host rock, maybe like your Boulder Opal, it's lesser grade. Still beautiful, don't get me wrong. And I've brought it to you here on air at Jewellery Maker. That's what we more frequently see. Not often do you get that solid sort of strawberry peachy colour. Do you agree with that, Linda? Because it is, you know, there's very few black marks in these.
Yeah, absolutely, totally negligible. In fact, I can only probably see one.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's exquisite. And to be truthful, hand on heart, I had to ask what it was because of the lack of the black sort of matrix inside it. All I can imagine from a jewellery maker point of view is I would love to pair it with some pearls.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
it would look stunning with some pearls.
You know, I was thinking, and just to solidify what you've just said there, Linda, because the colour is so intense. And again, I'm making a comparison with another rare gemstone. I agree with you. It could have been pink opal, couldn't it?
Yes, exactly. I truly did not know what it was. When Kim came into the studio about half an hour ago, I had to ask what that was. Yeah,
it could have very easily have been the pink, maybe a pink opal opportunity, because you do expect rhodochrosite to be sort of like you said, with a matrix with black markings within. Other than this one I'm seeing here, there's there's none around here at all.
None at all.
Absolutely amazing. Get it whilst you can. Incredible. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Now, sorry, Kimbo. Oh, okay. Start texting in. How many chicks did you see throughout the course of the hour? No more chicks will appear on your screen. Now's the time to send in how many you saw. This one does not count. This one doesn't count with the one that you saw before. How many times did you see a chick? Start your text with JM Studio 60777. Make sure you put your name, your customer number and your answer. Obviously, we need your answer, and we will be choosing the winner at random, and that lucky winner is about to win some of the most amazing diamond encrusted jewellery. Abalone. Oh, I tell you what, spoilt. Spoilt rotten, that's what you are right now. Absolutely beautiful, Linda, isn't it, this kit? Well, you constructed it firstly, so obviously I'm no surprise there at all. But when you see sort of rarity of strands like your abalone and those shapes and everything like that, I bet it's pounce.
Well, it is. It's exactly that. Yeah.
Pounce on it.
Yeah, absolutely pounce on it. Simply because I love the organic gemstones. I love gemstones, end of. And when I see something like this, I really want to work with it.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, so I do tend to do just that pant because I so look forward. It inspires me within my jewellery making then.
This is just amazing. It's my favourite piece of the day.
Yes.
I was drawn straight away to that as well. We've got time for another demonstration, my darling.
Have we? Right.
There we go. I didn't mean to sort of drop that on you just
right,
there.
Let's have a little look and see what, because can I just bring in the diamond pendant?
Oh, by all means.
Across you. Let's have a look at this.
The diamond encrusted pendant.
The diamond encrusted pendant on this absolutely beautiful chain, which I dropped on the floor 2 minutes ago. Excuse me going down. I dropped it on the floor. There it is. I dropped it on the floor and put it into my bag. Not to take, because I bundled everything else up. But I've dropped it on the floor, found it in my bag, and then
we were saying this chain is beautiful because it is almost like diamond faceted.
I have got this chain at home. In fact, I've got 3 of this chain at home, which I'm saving for 3 special friends at Christmas.
Yeah.
I managed to purchase it a little while ago now. And I just think it's so special. So what I'll do is
it's how the light plays across all of those links that says to me diamond faceted. I mean, I'm not saying it is for certain, but just because you get that lovely, like it is encrusted with diamonds as well.
Exactly. But you might look at the chain and think, well, how do I attach anything to it? Well, you can't, and you shouldn't even think about trying to get anything within the chain links itself. Because
as in cutting it?
As in cutting it. I mean, it really is too beautiful for that. So basically, there is only one way. So if I just find the pendant.
Yes, the little heart pendant that you've got here. Well, it's not little actually, is it?
It's enormous.
It's not little at
and
all.
again, let me just read it a bit
diamond encrusted jewellery, I tell you what. How special.
It is special. It is very, very special. And then we need to get...
This is me being spontaneous and dropping a little demonstration on our lovely Linda.
That's all I need to get.
So all you've put in here into this is some lovely pearl. It's one of the pearls.
Excuse me going down.
I tell you what, whilst Linda is sort of gathering her thoughts, I've got... I've got time to bring you these beautiful pearls. Now they're perfectly spherical rounds, so half drilled. So again, one surface or only one area has actually been drilled. So for you to put, there we go, you can actually see the drill hole. Put some of your precision end glue in and some of your findings, your butterfly posts, or put them on head pins if you want to put them as drops if you like. The more spherical a pearl is, the more valuable, the more expensive they are. So these are absolute round, 7mm. Of course, we don't measure pearls in carat weights because they are an organic gemstone. So therefore, anything of this size, I should point out, 7mm and above, really can command sort of hundreds of pounds. It should be, incredibly, the should be price has always been amazing. We've always brought you this pair of pearls at £9.95. However, it's Easter. I don't know how long we can get away with that justification.
Yeah.
It is the holidays after all. It stopped me mid-sentence. Perfectly spherical pearls.
Again, it's one of these occasions where you need to go and have a look around. And even if it's sort of online, in shops, wherever, and you're just not going to find this, are you? I mean, just literally pop those onto an earring finding and you have got a minimum, I think, a minimum of a £40 to £50 pair of earrings. Minimum,
because of the shape, the quality of the shape. You know, that is exceptionally formed, and again, it forms within a mollusk. So that when you take that into consideration, perfectly round like this should command hugely considered price points. Grab them whilst you can. Again, whilst there's still quantity. Again, stock permitting. I'm getting involved on that. Now, just before we go to our lovely Linda, I've got more half-drilled pearls. I've literally got a minute, Kim is saying. No pressure. And I haven't got a velvet pad.
So I'll go... hang on. Wait there 1 second.
It's because we're trying to squeeze in all these beautiful opportunities. There we go. I've positioned them on the back of the hand. There we go, there we go, there we go.
Okay.
So we've got how many pairs? 5 pairs. 10 beautiful peach freshwater pearls. Should be $6.95. Should be $6.95 for 10 pearls. Genuine pearls, not plastic, not synthetic. We're talking about Mother Nature created, $4.95. That's for 5 pairs. Wait, that's 49p each. 49p per pearl. Absolutely incredible.
I honestly, and I've mentioned this before, but before I started working for Jewellery Maker, I used to do a lot of pearl jewellery because I love pearls. But I was using glass pearls, and my glass pearls were, I was getting them from somewhere where they were anything from 25p each upwards.
Yeah, and they're not even genuine pearls.
No, they're glass pearls. Yeah.
There we go. There we go. You got the real deal with us for 49p. We've got a minute with our lovely Linda.
Right, okay. So I've got my diamond pendant. Now hopefully you may have some sterling silver wire at home. So I'm just going to make half of a wrapped loop again, which is probably one of my most favourite techniques in jewellery making. I'm going to pop that through the little jump ring that's already attached to the pendant, pop my round nose pliers back in and complete my wrapped loop. You can spend a lot more time obviously on this than I can here today. And then take off my excess.
Look how easy that was to create that one.
I've now got my diamond pendant onto my silver wire, so that will then enable me now to pop on one of these gorgeous little pearls, the coin pearls, which are absolutely delightful. I then will now complete a wrapped loop. The wrapped loop, I must explain, is what we call a safe loop. There is a simple loop that you can open, and the other loop is called a wrapped loop, which is the one I'm doing here now, which is the one that if it gets a little tug on it, it can't open, okay? But the simple loop can. So there's times that you need to use either or, but when you're doing something that quite this precious, make sure it's the wrapped loop.
I think we've got about 20 seconds.
So we're going to stick that
no
back
pressure.
in. It's fine. Stick that back, turn that back around, so I've got a nice perfect loop. I'm now going to take a jump ring.
Oh, we've got to announce the winner.
Yep. I've opened my jump ring, I pop my jump ring through the loop I've just made, and then I take my chain, pop my chain into my jump ring, close my jump ring back up.
Amazing. Look how quick and easy that was. Ever the professional, Linda. Sorry to put that pressure on you just then. Right. Now, the winner of all of these wonderful pieces of jewellery that Linda has created, including the diamond pendant, including those beautiful bracelets and the abalone and everything that you can see here, plus more, because there's still this one as well, is Vera Barini. Well done, my darling. Congratulations to you and happy Vera. Easter. Not just getting the one piece, love, you're getting all of them. All of them. Wonderful. Don't go anywhere there because we've got more Easter deals, more incredible deals coming up. More from Linda and myself after this.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photo